Yeah, Rick there, please.
Yes, it is.
There have been many times you and I have gone round and round, and we've bled the same blood in the same mud. But this time it's all about business, Jack.
Let's do it.
You and I, Friday night, Daddy, at the Fulton County Stadium. The Great American Bear, Dusty rides on the edge of a lightning bolt with a civil saddle, Daddy. Now you come on down there with your limousine and your horsemen. Bring your A-game. Yeah, Rick there, please.
Yes, sir.
It's time for you to meet your maker and the American dream. Dusty Rhodes is up for the challenge.
I think the American dream's barking up the wrong tree.
We'll see if your blood is as red as mine, Mr. Flares.
We will find out indeed, sir.
That's right, find it out in Flint. You a yellow dog, you hung your phone up on me.
May I take a message?
Yes, tell him this is Big Dust, the American dream.
Big Dust, the American dream?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a friend of his?
More of a nemesis, I guess you could say.
Are you Bob Klepak's friend?
I do not know who this Klepak fella is. All I know is that the other night, when Rick hit me from behind, I saw where the line was drawn, and now, Friday night at Starcade, my friend. Hey, where did you go, baby? Go! He's got a bicycle!
Oh, yeah! What is going on? It is Thursday night. So Thursday night, we get on, we drink, we talk. Not really having a beer flow show tonight. One of our men, Joe, up in Buffalo. I know we're not really praying for him as much right now, but he is out of commotion. So hopefully he will be back when we return at a later time. But I am your host, Rajay, and with me, Eric out of Michigan, and from Eric's Beer Reviews, and from the Fat Ugly Gamer. And then Todd, who we're still looking to get his own station at some point that he has not gotten yet, but out of Indiana. And how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing all right.
Well,
Doing all right.
So what are you guys drinking?
Ready for some Thursday night beers.
What are you guys drinking over there right now?
Go ahead, Todd.
I am drinking the still water is nothing big, bunny is everything from yours truly, Rajay.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh, beer mail.
So from Stillwater Artisanal, what do you think of it so far?
It's good. I like it. It's nice,
Yeah.
little sweetness to it. I don't know what the ABV is on this one, but percent has it nicely for 8%.
Yeah.
Warm up just a little bit. I put it in the refrigerator. I've only been in the fridge for a couple hours, but it needs to be.
Oh, you're gonna drive Paul crazy putting it in the fridge like that, Paul.
It'll be 195 degrees, baby.
And what are you drinking, Eric?
I'm going with a local brew tonight. I'm going with the Cabin Fever from the New Holland Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Nice brown ale.
Oh, nice.
Comes in at, where's it at? 6.5%.
Yeah, I've had that one before. That's actually a pretty nice brew.
Yeah, very good. I'm a brown ale fan anyway, so it's going down pretty good.
You know, and I've actually got. I know you like this one, Eric, too, and Todd, you probably as well. I don't know if you're from Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. So I'm actually letting that rest right there, warm a little bit before I get into that. Starting off with a little devil's cut to warm up the engine, you know.
Yeah. Rev her up.
Yeah. you ever do like a stout? You could do a stout and put bourbon in it. I guess it used to be like an old Boilermaker or something back in the day. But you put bourbon in the bottom of the glass and you put the stout on top of it and mixes really nicely. I've done that before. I learned that at one of the breweries, actually.
Got to get some starting fluid in.
Yeah. You know what? Today's like the one day when outside it was like 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Any of the other days during the week would have been cool when they're like, oh, yeah, I can use that to warm up. I don't really need to warm up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, as just Gary said, it was a rough week this week at work or what?
Yeah. You don't even know, son. Just busy. I mean, today we were working, and next thing I know, people are leaving. Like, where are you going? Like, it's after 5. What? I was like, you got to be kidding me. So yeah, we've been on the grind for a long time, but it's been good. So I'd rather be busy than not busy. That's for sure.
Yeah, same here.
But I was gonna tell you. So we got the Beer Fest coming up, and they finally released the beer list. So have I got something to show you guys? This is going to be freaking incredible. I think I'm almost becoming spoiled by the beer fest we do here when I see some of the other ones. Like, that's all you got? That's it?
Yeah.
No more. No. You guys can do better than that.
Well, since Joe's not here, I'll kind of go through the comments here real quick. We got only 2 right now. Kept Beer Reviews says, we have recently got 8 or so beers air freighted to the UK from Stillwater.
Oh, nice.
And then Drunken One's on. He says, evening, gents.
Evening, Drunken One. I'll send you a link if you want to jump in, Drunken One. It's a nice, it's kind of
What's up, Drunken One?
a nice, like just a free hangout. We're just kicking it for a bit tonight. So bring what you want for show.
Yep. Drunken One's always got good conversation, too.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So you guys gearing up for, well, I don't know if Eric is, but Rod, is the snow heading your way in the next day or so?
They keep making up different things we're supposed to have hit. So here we are, like, and for those of you that may have missed it, like Todd's in Indiana. I'm in the north, I guess, from where Todd's at. I'm in the northeastern part, across from Indiana and Kentucky, and on the border of Ohio and Cincinnati. But we're supposed to have storms coming down from where Eric's actually at, up in Michigan, I guess. So one person told me it's going to be between 3 to 13 inches or 16 inches. Now
Yeah, depending on how the line floats.
Right.
That's the same
Depends
here,
how much moisture picks up off the lake, too.
Yeah. And then they said
they've already canceled school tomorrow for anticipation.
we never got school counseling when we were kids for anticipation.
Oh, man. What
I
the
know,
hell?
right? He's like, your ass is going. You can walk home.
You go up to show
You're gonna
us
like
something. You got to prove yourself.
You never did. I mean, it had to be really bad.
When people wonder why so many kids
I remember
nowadays.
I remember about 5 years ago, they was anticipating a big snowstorm for my daughter.
Yeah.
They did the same thing. They canceled school the night before. I woke up next day, absolutely nothing. Got 0 flake of any sort, and they had this free day of
Yeah.
school for no reason.
Welcome,
Like,
Drunken.
really?
Welcome, Drunken.
How the hell are you guys? Cheers.
You're a drunken one?
Drunken One is one not getting snow tomorrow.
No, I'm not. No. It went from 65 and it's supposed to be 35 tonight. So we're getting a chill, but it's not going to be bad. No snow.
I'll tell you, 35 would be welcomed up here.
I bet it would, right? You'll be dancing in your shorts outside, huh?
I'm going to the pool. I'm going to the pool right now. It's 35 degrees outside.
It was near 70 here today.
They got that hot down there? Wow.
Yeah, it was like 68, I think.
Did you get rain?
And then it's supposed to be like in the 20s tomorrow.
Day? Like you had cloudy overcast or anything?
It rained a little bit earlier today.
Yeah.
It's kind of raining off and on up here. I mean, it's coming.
I don't know if it quite reached 70, but it was supposedly since the sun really never came out. But it was mid 60s for sure.
Yeah, I saw a video, and I don't want to say it wasn't a deer. It was some type of animal got caught in the snow because the snow was so deep. Like it was one of the wild animals, like elk or something, that was stuck because the snow was so deep. It's like he couldn't figure his way out where he was, which is interesting. But let's see here. So here is the 2018 beer list for the Beer Fest. We got a little bit of something happening over here. So we got a little 13 Below was like a new brewery that we just had opened up in Cincinnati recently. So they'll be kicking in some beers here. 16 Lots, that's also outside Cincinnati here. That's another new one. 21st Amendment, which many people are familiar with out of San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
50 West, one of our local breweries, and they're throwing a good amount of stuff out there.
Damn, they are.
We got a Beta coming out from Louisiana with a couple beers. Against the Grain out of closer to Todd than me out of Louisville. They got the citrus.
Yeah, about 10 miles from me.
Yeah. We got Alaskan out of
Wow, Alaskan's making the trip down.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, yeah. We're big time, dog. We're big time. Now, what you see in red are what are considered the connoisseur beers, so they're like the VIP room. But Almanac, who I'm not familiar with, they're out of San Fran. They're going to have some beers, and up there at 50 West, they're putting that bourbon aged Imperial Stout in the VIP area. Which the good thing is, as a volunteer, you can actually go into the VIP with no problem as well. So
it looks like they specialize in sours, huh?
yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, especially with the Saison too. And Alpine is out of San Diego, which I've had a few of their things in the past. Anderson Valley, a lot of you guys may see their canned stuff out there.
Yeah,
they're coming with the good beers.
I've had their Wild Turkey BA Stout.
What did you think of it? I actually liked it, and I saw some people didn't like it as much. They thought it was too thin.
I thought it was okay. I mean, it was nothing mind blowing, but it was all right. At least to me.
And then, of course, we let the Cider Boys in, too. So we got a little Angry Orchard, and we'll have some other ones in there, too. But
I don't know if it's just
I could almost get it.
I don't know if it's just on mine, but it's your page went a little, like, weird looking.
With the what?
Your little chart there went kind of weird
looking.
Oh,
probably the Google messing up again.
That don't happen.
That never happens. Never.
Avery's got like 5 of the beers with a couple. This vanilla bean stout that I finally had last week, which I sent the picture to you guys. It was actually they put a draft system in one of my other stores now, so you could buy a pint while you shop.
That's a freaking awesome beer, man.
And it was $4. It was $4 for a pint.
No shit.
Wow. The whole day.
Another Ron J special, Todd.
They're like, are you going to the store? No. Are you going to the club? No.
Imagine that.
I'll be hanging at the store by the cashier. Just come get me when you guys are ready to roll.
They said, here comes Rod. Let's make it $2 a pint.
But this Lily Capolo, I could almost drink that the whole time alone. That's so freaking good of a fruit beer.
I always wanted to try the Miraja.
Do you get that up there?
The Mirage, yeah, I can get that.
Okay.
I just haven't picked it up yet.
It's pretty good.
And then this Bee Nectar, I'm not familiar with them. They're out of California, but they got like a cider with chai tea. And
ooh, hey, Rod, you need to try that Zombie Killer. It's pretty good.
Oh, you've had that from them. Okay.
Yeah, we get Bee Nectar stuff here.
I think for Bee Nectar, I think they have a brewery here in Michigan.
Nice.
We get a lot of Bee Nectar stuff here.
Yeah, so do I. I get a lot of stuff too.
Bad Tom's another local one here that Todd probably knows about as well. And then, of course, Ballast.
I haven't heard of that one.
You haven't heard of Bad Tom? Really?
No,
are you messing with me right now? Oh, I didn't know you did. I thought you heard of them. Okay, yeah. So they're local here. Of course, you got Ballast Point, and they're actually bringing the Coconut Victory at Sea, which is I know Eric about coconut, but that thing is phenomenal. But
I seen the peanut butter one.
I know. I saw that too.
And I didn't get it. I seen it and I didn't get it.
Oh, you saw it? I saw a picture of it. I haven't seen it in a store yet.
Yeah, I've seen it in the store, but I didn't get it.
You're not a peanut butter fan, or are you just?
I'm a peanut butter fan. I just they wanted I think they were gouging. They wanted like $30 for it.
Ooh, what? Yeah. Well, if I get a Rod J deal, I can get some stuff out to you.
Two variants of Victory at Sea.
I gotta get your address at some point. I'll message you so I can get you some stuff. To go along with that jerky and everything you got. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I know Joe got your address last time, and I forgot to get it, so I do want to get that so I can get you some things down there.
Some fresh Hop Slam.
Yeah, Hop Slam's out now. Yeah, but Ballast Point is bringing this High West barrel age, which I finally did find a bottle of it that I have that I'm going to try that I have in the basement right now. But I'm looking forward to that.
What's the yellow highlight? What is that one?
That's like they're called quickie stations, so they're not like the full booth type area, but they're little spots around the arena where you can just go in there and get a quick refill on something instead of buying for the good stuff.
I've heard good things about the Zombie Killer.
It's a nice quickie.
Yeah, get a quickie while you're waiting.
Hey, that
Yikes.
zombie killer is good.
Now, for where Eric's at, we got the bells, but I have not seen like this one, Tiana. I don't even know how you want to say it.
I
Trying
haven't
to
even
say it,
seen
not
either.
get sued in the sexual harassment lawsuit.
Tightness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not one I've seen from Bells before. So
That might be a brewery only release.
yeah. Now, in the past, I've never really been much of a cider guy, but I would tell you, I've had 2 ciders from this other company. I got another one in the basement to try. And this is out of Michigan. I don't know if you've had these guys or not, Eric, but Blake Cider put some pretty good. The ones I've had were pretty solid.
I can get Blake's, but I always see them, but I always pass by them. Like you said, they're a cider.
Yeah, just like the El Chavo I have down there now, which I think is a mango pepper type beer, cider rather. But I had a couple of their other ones. They were really both good. They're better than like anything Angry Orchard's done. They're really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start. I might do a couple cider reviews when I get back from England.
And so we got the pity booth here. We get Blue Moon with just one. Give him a little pity. All right, Blue Moon, you can come in.
Come on
All
in.
right. Go
come play.
Go in the back corner. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that Braxton Labs Belgian quad. I bet that makes you happy.
And then we got Boulevard too, which is out where Beer Whisperer is, I believe, out in his area. But Braxton has their main brewery, and then they have Braxton Labs, which does their small batch brewing, and that's really been taken off. And they mess around with different stuff, like right now that Buckeye Stout. They got the Belgian Quad, the coffee.
I don't even know what the ABV is on those.
Yeah. it's like,
we don't know yet.
It's like Bush's Beans is a secret. We're not going to let you know.
Wow. Till you fall on your nose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this one, Moving the Country, is just a new one they had just done with Sweetwater in the collab. It's like a peach IPA. So,
oh, nice.
And then you got Breckenridge, which a lot of people know out of Colorado, and a lot of their beers. But we got the Brew Dogs. We're getting that Brew Dog influence with them putting a new brewery in Columbus. So they'll have the Elvis Juice, which I've had before, which is pretty good. Have not had the Hazy Jane or the Punk IPA, so looking forward to seeing those. Do you get any Brew Kettle where you're at, Todd, or up where you're at, Eric?
No.
They're out of
Don't
Strongsville,
think so.
Ohio. Okay, they actually do some pretty good ones as well. Brink Brewing, this is another newer brewery here in Cincinnati. They got some pretty good stuff happening. Of course, we got Brooklyn out of Brooklyn, New York. And it seems like I'm doing a lot of beers. It really is, because I'm only at the Bees right now, and it seems like that would be enough for most festivals.
Yeah, really.
But you got Brooklyn, and they're bringing in their Black Ops, which is a 10.7. The Defender, which is actually one they did with Comic-Con, which is pretty good. Their Black Chocolate Stout, their Bel Air. I am looking forward. I skipped over this one, but the Brink Brewing, the Peach Vanilla Milkshake IPA. It just sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a one day only. Huh? It's this Friday.
Yeah. The one I'm actually going to be there Saturday. I might go Friday for a little bit, but they got the Citrus Zest Vanilla Milkshake Saturday.
I was getting ready to say that one sounds pretty tasty too.
Yeah. Then we got the brewery. Of course, you guys are familiar with them out of San Diego. They got a couple of their things they're sending. Cellar Dweller, another one just north of Cincinnati. Then again, I said Cider Boys earlier, but I know there's a big company called Cider Boys, so we have Cider Boys here as well. Crafted Artisan Mead, Cricket Handle, Cricket Stave, which does a lot of good stuff out of Colorado as well. Then, of course, back in Eric's neighborhood, we got Dark Horse.
Yep.
Dark Horse has
you got the Barrel Age Plead the Fifth over there?
Yeah. So that'll.
Oh, wow.
I've been looking for that one here.
And then we'll have the Shoots, of course, and they'll have their beers here. Devil's Backbone, they're going to have like 5 of theirs. Well, sorry, 6 of theirs. And then it's like Dogberry, another one that's here in Cincinnati. They're going to have a couple. Dogfish Head, they got their 90-minute, their Flesh and Blood, the Old and the Sequence. They're not going to mess around and bring that 120 because people would line up to get a great deal on that. And Elevator, this is up in Columbus. This is, I think, one of the newer one as well. And then we have Elysian that'll be down here from Seattle with some of their stuff. Epic out of Utah, who makes great beers. I don't know if you guys have had some of the Epic beers, but they're pretty solid.
Oh, yeah.
Their
Epic
Baptist series is fucking awesome. Oh, excuse me. It's awesome.
Contain your excitement, please, sir. And then we got Erie here. We got Fatheads, Fig Leaf, another one out of Cincinnati. They're bringing Imperial Stout. Forbidden Root. Again, we got Founders coming in with their stuff. Fretboard, another one that says Blue Ash, but they're just north of Cincinnati here as well. They're considered part of the Cincinnati area. Goose Island coming down with Bourbon County Stout they're bringing this year.
Wow.
Yeah, their Fulton Street Coffee Blend, their Midway IPA, so they're bringing some good stuff down here.
That Midway IPA is not bad.
And I haven't had that one yet, but I would definitely try.
All right, Rod, clear a spot on your couch. I'm coming down.
Yeah. I'm only at the G's right now, Todd. so
That's all right. That's enough.
So here's Grainworks. They have some stuff. They're a new brewery here in Cincinnati as well. Then Great Lakes, which I think a lot of us all like pretty much. They'll have their stuff, including their Blackout Stout. Green Flash will be here out of California. Hairless Hair, but this is another one that's part of the Cincinnati area. Then we got Heavy Seas. They come up from Maryland with their stuff. Highwider, Homestead, Jackie O's, who does a lot of good stuff, including the Bourbon Barrel Dark Apparition. Phenomenal. Ooh. Yeah, that's a really good one. Jolly Pump.
I've had the regular Dark Apparition.
Yeah. And, of course, Lagunitas will be in the house. So I also hook up my crew from them coming down. They got a new one called Something Easy that'll be here. Undercover Shutdown. That Willetized Coffee Stout they'll be bringing out.
Man. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then Land Grant, which is up in Columbus, Ohio. I've actually had a few of their stuff before. They're pretty solid. Left Hand out of Colorado. They'll be here. And then Lexington Brewing, they'll have their stuff. Listerman, another Cincinnati brewer, which has great stuff. They make some crazy stuff. Last year they made a lemon pound cake, and it felt like you were drinking a lemon pound cake.
Wow.
I've heard that cookies for breakfast is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, that probably will be. Knowing them, their nut case is usually pretty good. And they got a New England Milkshake IPA that they'll have. We'll have Little Fish. They're just north of us. I actually did an interview with them at one of the beer fests, and I put a video on the channel, and then also a piece on the blog about them. Lost Coast will be here with their fruit beer. I think they only do like fruit beer, it seems. And then, of course, Todd, Mad Tree. So
yeah,
they'll have all their stuff rolling here as well. And
I saw you sent the psychopathy to Eric.
Yeah, I was going to tell Eric. I sent him the psychopathy. He called it like this. You called it something like psychotic or something.
I think I did call it psychotic.
I'm like, turn the can.
I think you'll like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, so that'll be a good one there. And they've actually got a blood orange one there they put out too once in a while. Magic Hat, March 1st. Maui, who last time I actually missed Maui because there were just so many beers. So I wouldn't mind trying some of their stuff.
Maui's come on strong here.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I usually see. A lot of people were talking well about them. Mommy Bay, they're going to be here with their stuff. Miss Pillia River Brewing, don't even know who they are, but they're going to be here from Delaware. Moreline, another Cincinnati brewery. And then you get down in here, you got Mother Stewart's, and they're just north of us, Springfield, Ohio. Mount Carmel, another Cincinnati brewery.
New Day.
I'm trying to think, did I send you guys Mount Carmel beer on anything? I can't remember. Municipal Brew Works, that's another one Cincinnati brewer, basically. New Belgium, of course, they'll have their stuff. They got the new Juicy Haze just hit the shelves. I haven't tried it yet, but I tried the one from Sierra Nevada. I don't know if you guys have tried that little haze or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but I wasn't fully as impressed with it. Probably because now I've had the other half. It's probably kind of killed me from enjoying that one.
Yeah.
So thanks, Joe.
Ruined all expectations of everybody else.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, have you had any of the stuff from New Day? That's out of Indianapolis here in Indiana.
No, not yet. I haven't. So
Johnny Chapman's pretty good. It tastes like it's like apple cider.
Are they doing just ciders out of them?
Yeah, they're mainly cider based brewery.
Okay. You give them a shot.
They make one that's called Breakfast Magpie that's just phenomenal.
And then, of course, Eric will know, as we all know, but New Holland out of Holland, Michigan will be here. Nine Giant, I don't even know what they're bringing. They got blanks in there, but they're from Cincinnati, so it'll be a surprise, too. Don't worry,
Old Rasputin on tap. Nice.
yeah. So North Coast, they'll have their Scrimshaw, which is a pretty good beer. Oddside, I'm not familiar with them. They are in Michigan. I don't know if you've had them, Eric, or not.
I've seen them. I want to try the dank juice.
Yeah, Diggy Dank. And then Old Firehouse, they're just close to us a little bit. So Armor Gang, they'll be here with a couple of theirs.
These are all like
Huh?
I don't see anything from Texas. The South isn't going to represent.
I can't help it. Texas isn't here.
Like
Discrimination,
Ohio,
drinking
New
water.
York.
No love for the Lone Star State.
I know, right? Hey, wait.
And then you got Oscar Blues, of
I
course.
haven't heard of half of these. There's a bunch of them I've never even seen.
We got to remember there's 6,000 breweries in the country now. So
5,999 of them are at this brewery.
yeah.
Yeah, right here at this event, right? Exactly.
And then Paradise.
Right, nice. That's good.
Paradise is another one here in Cincinnati, and they got there's Perrin, which I just started seeing some Perrin ones. They're kind of newer. I don't know if you had them, Eric, out of Comstock, Michigan.
I've had a couple of their stuff. I like their big beers.
Okay.
But some of the less ABV beers, I think I don't know. It just seemed to me they weren't as tasty.
Okay.
Eric, I think you put a couple of the pairings in the box you sent to
Yeah,
me.
I did for you and Ryan. I think you got that blackberry one there, and
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cherry.
That's why I saw that. Okay, yeah, I do have that one. So
And a cherry one, maybe? Was it a cherry IPA or something?
Yeah, the Michigan Cherry IPA. The cherries are from Traverse City too. So
nice. And then Platform Brewing is a new brewery out of Cleveland, Ohio. I just got their Speed Merchant. That at some point in my log, I'll upload that review. But I got a few of their beers here. Quaff Brothers. I just sent you guys the Wee Heavy Ale. So these are the guys that make that. But I think you're going to like that Wee Heavy. The Queen City Brewing, another new Cincinnati brewery. Like I said, we're not running short on breweries in Cincinnati.
No, not at all.
Revolution, they're out of Chicago, of course. And a lot of people have had their anti-hero, I believe. But
that
then,
anti-hero, I like that.
yeah, and another one that Todd knows is Rheingeist, which I think I sent Todd the J-Hole.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the red ale.
Yeah.
I've never had that one.
Yeah, because that was Rheingeist, I think, on that one that I sent there. Yeah.
It was, yep.
Because it was hard to identify something you may have not had because you get some of our beers there. And then Rock Bottom, which is our local chain type thing. But they actually do make some good beers sometimes for these fests. So here they're making like a bourbon cherry tart, which isn't a regular thing they usually do.
They're based out of Cincinnati?
That one of our locations here, they're a chain, so they're across the country.
Yeah, so we've got one in Indianapolis, but I wasn't sure where they were actually.
I don't know where their headquarters actually is, but yeah, so they go across the country and they get some pretty good. Like this Wicked Elf is actually a pretty good one they have on tap seasonally. And then of course we get one Rodenbach, so that makes us special because we do have a Rodenbach in the house. Rock Mill is another one out of Lancaster. They have some solid beer. And of course you get Rogue Ales. I don't think Rogue misses probably a beer festival, so we'll get some of their stuff here.
So you said the red highlight was the special VIP?
Yeah, the VIP connoisseur.
So what's the blue highlight?
The blue is I don't know what the blue one is. I see one here's from Germany from Schopenhofer, but there's one from Sierra Nevada too. Let's just say up here.
I was just curious. I didn't know if you knew offhand.
No, because they have stuff in the key like CONN is connoisseur, so I know that's the special VIP, but they don't have anything on that one. Interesting. I think I might have got dizzy before I got down to the blues last time.
Grapefruit Hefeweizen 2.6%.
Yeah,
Just slightly above water.
yeah.
Right? They're bringing that crap all the way from Germany to show off their 2% beer? Come on now. Yeah, man.
And then this is Eric's neck of the woods, Shorts Brewing, which I am interested in checking out that s'more stout for sure.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
And then you have your Sierra Nevada, which I just picked up a bottle of the BA Ginger Bigfoot.
They got good beer.
Yeah,
Sure,
they're good.
That one to me was, I don't know. Well, I had the one with the red currants and all that.
You didn't have the ginger one?
I did not. I had it had ginger, but then I think it had like red and black currants added.
Okay.
I think they had a variant of that.
Hey, Rod, what was the hazy IPA you just had? Was that
the one we talked about it last week about them coming out with the New England style IPA? It was the little.
Was that from?
That was from Sierra Nevada.
That wasn't Sierra Nevada. Was
Yeah,
it?
it was Sierra Nevada.
Oh, it was. Okay, how was that one?
It's hazy little IPA. It's okay, but it's not great when you compare it to other New England IPAs. It's got a little bit of that color that you would want to have, but it's not as juicy as the other New England IPAs, and doesn't give it as good of a mouthfeel that you usually get as well. So,
I didn't see you put a rating on that one, so I didn't know if it was any good.
Yeah, you know what I was going to do? So I started doing an Untapped is until I do the full rate. If I drink a beer, if I'm not fully rated, I'm not going to put a rating, I think, anymore, because then it throws off when I actually do the rating. So I started that earlier this week. So anytime I do a review rating, I'm going to start including those based on my new system and everything. And then if I'm just drinking it to drink it, like when I go to the beer fest, I'll drink these, but I won't rate them. I'll just drink them to, check them in and everything.
That's what I did when I first started Untapped. I didn't rate anything. I was just checking them in more so just to log them so I could remember if I had it or not.
I mean, I'll probably put a comment.
I was thinking, shit, I can't remember if it was good or not.
Yeah. I mean, when I check it out, I'll probably type something about it, bitter, well-rounded or balanced, whatever like that, or tastes like shit, whatever it may be. I may type that in comment. So, and then, so Southern Tier, they'll have their stuff here. Of course, they have the thick mint, which is actually not bad to do it at a beer fest because you don't have to feel like you have to buy the whole bottle to actually taste it. So,
yeah.
Then you got your Stone beers.
14.1%. Good night.
Don't be afraid, Drunken. Don't be afraid.
Drunken one, you could hold up to your name pretty quickly at this thing.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
Well, Stone has the Venice Double Bastard they're bringing. That's 11% there. We have Sweetwater, South Street Side, another new Cincinnati brewery. Taft Brewing, that's another Cincinnati brewery. They got their different stuff. We got Tallgrass, Tap and Screw, another Cincinnati brewery. Terrapin will be there. It's funny, last time I went, they had all the ones owned by AB and Bev in the same spot. Like, it was kind of like the macro craft row or whatever. It was interesting. They put them all in one corner. Thirsty Dog, which I just sent you guys the Bernice barley wines to try.
The leg humper. Thirsty Dog leg humper.
These are all
I love these
names. Backyard with Thirsty Dog.
Leg humper. That's pretty good.
And then we got the Tin Cap Cidery, another cidery. They misspelled this. This is actually Trogs. They got Trojes. So, oops. E before the G. E before the G.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone may have been drinking already. Then we have Uintall coming in with their stuff. Cockeye Cooper. I don't know if cockeye is going to be a politically correct term anymore, but they put it on their beer. So I thought you weren't supposed to say that anymore. Like the whole, saying retarded. Like those are words you're supposed to use. So Urban Artifact, another Cincinnati, which is part of the beer coalition. Like Donna really has fallen in love with Urban Artifacts. You see her posting a lot of stuff about their beers. They are basically our premier sour and wild brewer here in Cincinnati. They nail it on a lot of stuff. Vandermill, which I don't know about them, but they're out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I don't know if you've heard about them, Eric, or not.
I have not.
Victory Brewing, that Black Forest Cake Stout does look like it'll be something good to check out. Sour Monkey, actually have had that. That's actually pretty good.
A 12% lager?
Homegrown.
Wow.
You get homegrown, it's better have something for some kick.
Better have some malt liquor, baby.
Nothing weak as ever comes out saying homegrown on it.
Wow, that's up at the malt liquor level. Wow, that's
it is right.
Yeah. And then we got Warp Wing, which is a Dayton brewery. They got the Chardonnay barrel aged barn gang, so that could be kind of interesting. And I've seen more saisons experiment with wine barrels, so that kind of fits in line with that. And of course, Todd knows this one, West 6 out of Lexington. They'll have they only got 3. Well, no, they got six beers that'll be here. And their Snake Eyes is like their Imperial Stout, which actually isn't that bad at all. They have West Side Brewing, Weyerbacher also coming in. That's out of PA. That's not too far, probably where Paul's at. Yeah. Then you have this one Winery out of Chicago, Illinois, who I'm not familiar with. Wild, Ohio, not familiar with them, but they got a black cherry bourbon tea beer. Call it what you want. It's 9.2, so I'll try it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Woodburn, they're another Cincinnati brewer. They're not going to tell us what they're bringing as of yet. Windridge has a very interesting appeal to them because you almost think they're a winery, but they actually make some good beers from what I had last year with them. And then Yellow Springs, which is just up the way from us, about 40 miles or so, and they also do some pretty good beers. So not sure how many are on the list, but as you can see, there are a ton of beers.
That's a lot of beer.
That's a lot of beer. So what ends up happening is you go to this beer festival and you pretty much have to come in with a game plan map. So they'll provide maps ahead of time of where the different stations will be, and people will get them and they will actually pretty much route out of course like they're on the scavenger hunt. And because you can't really mess around because you're only in this place in the day session that I'm doing, you're in there for like 4 hours. And the night session is like 4 hours. So you got to maximize what you want to try. Because, if you drink too fast, you're going to be all buzzed. You're going to miss a lot of stuff. But there's certain things you're trying to go after that might be more appealing than other things. So it gets pretty interesting as people go around. The funny thing is, like, they'll do like a silent disco there, like when people will drink. And so they give you these headphones. And you hear the music in the headphones, but there's no music playing outside of it. So people will dance with just these headphones on, and you just see the crazy. Everybody's running videos, so maybe I'll YouTube some of that stuff.
That's awesome.
But
this one's in the convention center,
this
right?
is the Duke Energy Center, and this is the premier event. Let me see if there's any photos here to show. I mean, people like turn out for this thing.
Still tickets available for the session you're going to be at?
I believe so. I believe everything is still under being available. And let's see,
Or Saturday in February, right?
February 3rd, February 2nd and 3rd. Here's a look at it. Let me pull this up. So not only are you trying to find the beers, you're also trying to navigate all the people that are there as well. And so you can see how many people fill into this thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're trying to get to like that quickie station's like right here where there'll be things like in the middle. So you're trying to get through to get to these, and these lines will extend out at certain one. Like this over here will extend out. So you gotta really know where you're going. So usually the last few years I'm usually like on the back wall area back here, which is usually the top beers. Like you have the Lagunitas and the couch stuff, and you'll see Green Flash, and you'll see Founders, and you'll see some of the top ones back there in the corner. Over here is usually a nice little area as well. There's not really a lot of, I'd say, like a bad spot for beer, but there are some that are more prone to get better beer. So you usually like to get in there, map out your area. Now we go to volunteer. We actually get in as soon as we sign in. So we usually sign in about half an hour to an hour before it starts. So once they're tapped, we start drinking already. So we can drink ahead of time before everybody else gets in. Then we drink as we go. They actually encourage the volunteers to drink so they can sample the beers, all that kind of stuff. But if they tell you drink too much, they'll send you home. So as a volunteer, you say, well, what's the downside? if I drink too much, I get off early. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. I don't see any lions. I see a bunch of freaking people, but I don't see any lions.
Right? So nobody ever uses all their tickets because once you start drinking, people drink and they become more social. You start talking, you start eating. Like people have these pretzel necklaces on and everything. So you're wasting time doing that. Not waste time, but you're doing other stuff that you're not really drinking. And when you're not drinking, you're missing time out to enjoy some of the beers. But you do have to pace yourself. There's moderation you want to do. I mean, you'll come out of this thing and there'll be people out there because the Energy Center has 3 or 4 floors or whatever. There's escalators. And you'll just see people pass out and just riding the escalator, just laying down, just like. So, and their friends are trying to pick them up before the police see them. So you have all kinds of crazy stuff happening there. But it's a good time. You pace yourself, you get what you can, and have a good time. But the one that we do in the in September, we do outside on the square, which is actually pretty cool as well. That way you can move around a little bit more. It doesn't get as congested, but it's a fun time. So then we have Bach Fest coming in March. So, and that's going to be all box at this one that we'll do. The list a lot smaller, probably about 50 different beers, but your minimum ABV at that is usually like around 10% or something because they're all box.
Nice.
Yeah, so people have a good time there.
Now, you think the beer list would be good for the one in the wintertime or in the fall?
Which one is better or more fun?
The one that you do on the square. You think it'll be about the same as this one here?
It'll be less beers. It'll probably on the square. It's usually about 200 beers, I think. This one is about 5. Last year was 500 plus on this one, so it'll be around that amount this time too.
Insane.
Yeah, and then the one in the winter it tends to have more of the higher ABV beers because it's winter, so we bring a lot more of the stouts and the warmer type beers. Then when it's like the fall, you'll get some that are like the 11% and stuff like that and everything. But a lot of people aren't looking for that heavy hit because it still could be nice weather at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can imagine all the cake beer and what it takes to actually make that happen.
Yeah.
That just seems like so much stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if you think of all the kegs and all the ice and
yeah, we got our nice big festival coming up a couple weeks after yours.
Yeah, you got the one in the pilot hangar, and John Sharon was telling me about that one too, about trying to come down for that. So definitely going to take a look there about trying to do that. But if you're looking to come up, let me know on this one. Let's see if we get hooked up and everything. See comments. Where did you leave off on the comments, Eric?
Right up towards the top.
Let's see. So ready for that trip, Eric?
Hey, drunken, I still haven't packed yet.
You're a guy. You don't pack the last few hours.
Exactly. I don't pack till Saturday.
You're gonna be gone for a week.
I'm leaving. What's that, Todd?
I'm
You're gonna be gone for a week.
You're like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, I'm over there for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay. All right. Well, let me know when you get back, and then I'll send your stuff out to you.
All right.
And then
You want me to run through the comments, Ron?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah, I can do it.
No.
Kemp Beer Review says, "Hi, Rod, Todd, Eric, and Drunken One. What's going on?
Hello, Craig.
What's going on, Craig?
What's going on,
And
Craig?
Craig also says he would love to try the Hop Slam.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to say, "I'm shocked that we have CBS here in the UK now for £7 and 49 pence for a 12-ounce bottle."
Isn't that what Canada's kind of getting for too? Isn't that what Joe was saying? Like they're getting this like
Yeah, they're getting like for
they get
half.
like 212s, like 20 or something up there.
Well, that the bomber bottle I sent you and Todd was $28.
Oh wow!
Ouch.
So, yeah. And then PA Brew News, Paul from PA Brew News says, peach. Must have been you were running through the.
Yeah, he's not a fan of that. He won't be a fan of that peach IPA or peach ale.
And he also says, "Mother humpingly awesome possum," whatever that means.
Yeah, right. Maybe because we're drinking.
Then there's a little banter going on, and he also says, I'm not gonna say it here, but it's quaff. It's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
Paul. It's quaff. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there.
Don't encourage Paul.
Yeah, I'm not encouraging him at all. And I hope I'm pronouncing this as is it Teku Murray? Is that how you pronounce it?
TQ, yeah.
Yeah, Teku says, "What's up, turkeys?" And then Malta in Montreal says, "Cheers, Rod. Did you get my email?"
What email did you send, Malta? Did you just send? Let me take a look at my emails.
Yeah. And he says, "Drunken One is here, Malted." And he says, "Rod, I'm doing a live IPA show, and I want you there."
When's he doing the IPA show?
I don't know. Malted. You got to tell. When is he going to do it? So,
Let's see.
and then that's pretty much it. And then Malton says, kind of waff, but it's quaff. 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 Not what you guys think, okay?
Malton.
He says he's doing it on Saturday, Ron.
Okay, I should be around Saturday. Let me know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say what email. Let me know what email you sent it to. And Malton, if you want to jump on, I can send you the link as well. I can.
There you go, Eric.
Nice. I've always wanted to try that, Todd, but when I've came by it and I've other people heard it say it's kind of a love-hate kind of thing. They're either really gonna like it or they're just gonna be like, ugh.
Right.
Out of the can, it smells like blackberry Kool-Aid.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that would be part of that love hate, you know.
Wow, that does look like a blackberry.
It's a fine line, drunken. It's a fine line.
Yeah, right. It does look like Kool-Aid, doesn't it? It looks like some of my fruit wine.
Yeah.
Have a red wine.
That is, yep. It looks like it.
Oh, that's not. Let's see.
Definitely smell the blackberry in it for sure.
Is it not hoppy or not?
What's the IBUs on this, does it say?
I don't know if it'll say in there or not, to be honest.
How far are they from you?
Malton, it's a private message. Okay, I'll check that.
All right.
Let's see.
Hey, Eric, how far are they from where you're at?
Perrin is on the north side of Grand Rapids. It's not downtown by any means. It's on the north side up by, well, you guys don't know where this is, but if anybody's from Michigan, they're up by the Fifth Third ballpark up that way. It's about hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from where I'm at.
I don't know if it'll show up, but it shows a little star on the Michigan state there. But
yeah, it's right about where Grand Rapids is right there.
now you're more in the southeastern part of the state, right?
Yeah, I am south of the capital, so
Okay.
about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let us know how it tastes, Todd. I'm willing to.
Which one is Todd drinking?
What
The
you think?
cherry IPA one?
He's got the blackberry.
Blackberry? Okay.
It don't taste much like an IPA. I have to say straight like blackberry. It tastes like
What
tastes like blackberry
date?
Kool-Aid.
What's the date on the can?
That might have something to do with it.
I don't see one.
Say.
Bastards.
Nope, I don't see one on there.
Interesting.
There's a little green glob on the bottom, but you can't read anything on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't see a date at all. I don't think that was a date. I don't know what that was, but
Jason Voorhees.
I honestly don't think it.
What's up, Jason?
I just don't think there's much hops to it.
Hey, Malton, I sent you the link. Back to your message, and Saturday night sounds fine as well.
I think they had to reclassify this one as something else other than an IPA.
Does the beer at least taste okay?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Some
But you
refreshing.
consider it an IPA, right?
Say it again.
You wouldn't consider it an IPA though, right?
Oh, that's weird. The cam is on me. And
Oh, no, not really.
Click Rod again there, Craig.
yeah, I don't know why. Everybody else, I'm seeing everybody else flip.
It's working, Rod.
Okay, it's Craig's just
His
drunk.
nose.
Craig's drunk.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he's 6 hours ahead of us. Hell, it's what, 3
It's like what, 5
there.
o'clock? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning there. He's only been drinking since like noon, probably.
Right? It's
You're
almost
drunk,
3
you
o'clock in the morning over there.
That is what Google must be screwing up because I'm watching the YouTube and it's just on you
Ooh.
like the last couple of minutes. But
On me?
yeah, I think it's Google's thing. I don't think it's anything we're doing.
Yeah, because I see it's flipping when you guys are all talking.
Yeah, it's doing that here also.
I'm going to say I forgot how smooth of a beer Edmund Fitzgerald actually is.
Yeah, I mean
it's pretty smooth for a porter.
I like that, and I like the Founders Porter too. Those are I bounce back and forth all the time on that.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is like it's not thin like other porters are. It gives you the nice amount of strong texture. It's got a nice roastiness to it.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting thing. I'm going to check it out on Untapped, and it classifies it as a fruit beer, and it's labeled as an IPA on the can.
Really?
Well, I guess because of fruit, but people can set the beer in there at different things on Untapped too.
Well, yeah. Well, it's got the actual like logo and everything for it. Which I would classify it more as a fruit beer because I don't really get any hops in it at all.
Right.
Is it like dry or anything
good.
in the end, or is it just?
It's good. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised being an IPA, it doesn't have a little hop presence with it, but you say it's like Kool-Aid more or less, right?
Yeah. Well, it says on here it's only 35 IBUs on Untapped.
Well, that would be why then.
So it's interesting that they've labeled it as an IPA. Untapped has it labeled as a fruit beer, which I would say it's more of a fruit beer category than an IPA.
Yeah.
I wonder if that cherry one might be more of the same, Todd.
Oh, by the way,
It's good though. It's not bad by any means. It's a good refreshing, especially at 5%. It's a good, definitely easy sipper, especially for summertime type beer.
Well, does it have the ABV on it, Todd?
Yeah, it's 5%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a low one. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so I can't say.
Yeah, I haven't either. I figured, this might be good. Throw it in there. Oh, this might be good. Throw it in there.
But TQ had commented on my one video. I did the unboxing from Eric. Just so you know, he said he thought he was Big E in Michigan, and I called you Big E.
Yeah.
He said I was Big E.
I see that. Yeah, take that. Take that.
So we're going to handle it Friday night at Stargate. He's got a chair. He's got a chair.
Now I'll get some hate on him from that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that beer fest will be 3 weeks from this Friday and Saturday. So we getting stoked up for that.
Nice.
Yeah. Cheers, Earth. Welcome.
Uh-oh, Earth's in. Uh-oh.
Hey, Malta to Montreal, I sent you the link back on your message you sent me if you want to jump in. I don't know if Paul is working or not.
Yeah, I know.
He was on and it looks like he jumped back off, but
he might have been stealing some time.
Yeah. So what's new with you, Drunken? Anything?
Same old crap. Made up my IPA last week or whatever, so I'm waiting on it to be done with the initial fermentation so I can do the dry hop.
I seen you cracked 1,000 subscribers too.
I sure did. Yeah, I sure did. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. If I'm gonna do a live stream or something.
To that, Drunken.
Thank you. Yeah, thank. It's from hanging out in those silly chat rooms.
Yeah. How many cameos have you made in 2017?
Everywhere. I was that Green Bay Wacky.
It's probably pretty close.
Yeah, you go to that Green Bay Wacky channel, and it's all. They don't watch my stuff, so I'm getting back to my beer guys. You know.
Hey, Drunken one, I got one. I got a brew fermenting right now.
Do you? Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I can't wait till it's done. I got 10 gallons of that stuff. It's one I've done before. It's an American IPA. It's got quite a few hops in it, so it's not like a big amount, but it's a few different styles. It's going to be good. I can't wait till it's done. I'm impatient. So tonight I am trying to empty the stout keg to where there's room for the IPA when it's ready. I'm a man on a mission.
Hey,
did you ever?
You're drinking.
Hey, Drunken one, did you ever drink that KBS that Joe sent you?
Oh, I did, and it was freaking amazing. I did it on a live stream that Joe was in. That was a damn.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, nice.
That was a damn good beer.
So you
Another one.
You would enjoy that one.
You like the KBS?
Yeah, that was awesome. And I think he sent me one of those ones that Rod's drinking there, the Fitzgerald one.
Oh,
I want to say he sent me one of those also.
Joe did all right. He does all right for himself.
Yeah, no, he sent me some damn good beers. And then Wrench from I forget the brand name what the brewer is. Wrench. It's an IPA. I don't know if you've ever heard or seen of it. It's got like
haven't heard of that one,
shapes on it on the can. That was the artwork. And there's another one. I forgot what it was. Yeah, they were excellent. And then there was a Heineken.
I was gonna say, be honest, the Heineken was your best one, though, right?
I got rid of it first because I knew they were easy to come by. American IPA has Warrior, Willamette, and then it dry hops with Zytos. So that ought to. Yeah, it makes for a good beer. I've had that one before.
So the IPA that you brewed, was it a home recipe of your own?
Oh no! I just follow the recipe out of this. This is like the brew guy. He has this book, and it comes with the instructions and crap in there in case you forget how to brew. And then each is like the first column. It's just words. Anyway, the first column is the grains, and then if you do the partial mash, you can get a different recipe or whatever. And just follows through as to what the recipes are. And so I just make it really easy. I just tell them I want the premium American lager or whatever, and it's C1, it's all grain.
Okay.
And so I get there, the grain's already ready. He's got all the hops in a bag, and I'm growing my own yeast, so I don't need I don't usually buy his yeast because I'm just growing it a little DME and feeding him every 3 days. And so I'm saving those guys back.
Have you started to grow your own hops or anything there?
Yeah, that didn't pan out. Yeah, I spaced them too close together, and so I'm sure they're going to be tangled next year. Yeah, and then the cold snap. I didn't have good luck this year. Of course, it was just the first year, so we'll see how they go. Then I made a red ale that really didn't come out red. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, you still got any?
Lance the freaking Lush.
Lance, my buddy Lance, what's going on, baby?
What's up, Lance?
Watch out, Eric will give you a big bear hug, man.
Yeah, right. We can't hear a word you're saying, Lance. We see your lips moving, but we can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. That better?
There you go.
No, turn it back on.
Turn it off.
There you go.
Lance with a very rare weeknight off,
Very nice.
Welcome in.
Get to kick back and relax for an evening.
Oh, yeah, it's called vacation,
Wait, you get that? You get a vacation?
What's that?
What's
Yeah, really.
That's the other
What's a vacation?
B word.
Oh, man. So, what did I walk in on? What's going on around here?
Man, that one took a little bit of time. What time is it?
July.
Damn.
Just wait on it. It'll come. Just wait on it.
Busting my
Hey, Rod, you still?
Oh, we're just kicking.
Rod, you still have any
Now we're
brews left
kicking.
over?
Now we're
Just
kicking.
chilling and talking and drinking. Hey, Malton, what's happening, brother?
Not much. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I got a little
Yeah,
bit
we got
of
you.
the Devil's Cut rolling again tonight.
I'm not. Did you see my review of Devil's Cut?
I have honestly, I have not yet.
Did you do a review after we were drinking it that night, or like the next day, or?
Dude, go! You're not gonna like it.
You were doing fine with it when we were drinking it.
I didn't. Well, I was being nice, but
Oh, you silly francophones. Oh, jeez.
I hardly made it through my review.
Did he get the best of you?
Oh, that rough, huh?
I'm not a fan of it. I got some beer tonight. Actually, I got some Blanche. Let me give you a second. I'm gonna grab it.
There you go.
I'll
We were
close it.
drinking Devil's Cut this weekend. That was I had it about. I used to drink it back in the day. I didn't drink it since then, but yeah. Actually, when I stopped drinking beer for a while, and I was just lifting and working out. You didn't want the carbs from the beer. It was a great feeling.
So, Lance, are you still working on that beer you've been working on your when you did your Facebook thing?
Oh, my Milwaukee's best. Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Yeah, you've been working on that for a while.
Woo! Yeah, I figured like $3.99 for a 12-pack. I got it at the discount bin. Like, I might as well just drink it all and get it done and over.
Take numbers.
Yeah, just get it done and over with.
All right, I'm back. I'm
Wait a
sorry.
minute. You said
I used to drink the shit out of that.
You said $3.99 for a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, I know
Like Rod J.
I know I get some deals for $3.99 on a 12-pack in Milwaukee's Best. I'm walking away.
Oh yes, it's been sitting around for a while. I'll be the first one to admit.
Don't let him fool you, Rod. It's the ice.
Actually, you know what? As advertised, it is the ice.
All right, guys, I'll be right back. It's 9:02. My computer restarts.
Oh yeah, why does your computer do that?
Yeah, what
I gotta get with my computer, nerd buddy. I gotta get it figured out. I'll be back. It takes just a second.
Alrighty.
I got something a little better than Devil's Cut tonight that I'm gonna drink.
Which one you got there?
Kirk
What do
and
you
Sweeney.
got there?
Kirk and Sweeney 12-year-old rum.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ooh.
Good shit.
Now you're reviewing that or just drinking that?
I'm just drinking that right now. I did too many reviews this week. I've done like my stomach is actually getting really tired of alcohol right now. It's like I don't know. That's the one bad thing about being a reviewer is like.
So you got to do like in moderation, you know?
Well, no, but you guys are chill because you're a beer drinker. You're doing beer reviews, so it's a lot less intense on your body. And I'm doing like a lot of hard alcohol, so it hurts after a while.
You just said
Now,
Devil's
hold
Cut's
on for a
hard.
second. I've done alcohol reviews.
Right now.
Yeah, but I'm doing 2 hard alcohol reviews a week. Plus, I do a live show every Saturday.
Yeah.
Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah, it feels like I got like some freaking what do you call foie gras in English? What's the word for foie gras? Pate there, the liverwurst.
Oh, you're
Liver, huh?
I feel like my liver has become pate.
yeah.
No, your liver's like, screw you, I'm not doing this anymore.
Pretty much.
The liver's like, if I shut down, everything's gonna shut down. Respect the liver, man. Respect the liver.
Thanks for having me back, Rod and crew. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy?
Thank you,
How you
man.
doing, man?
Haven't seen you since Albino Rhino there a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You were there when we had the little annoying kid from New Brunswick. Yeah, I was telling Rob the story. We had this little annoying.
I can't even remember. It's been so long ago.
Oh my god.
These Brunswick, you got somebody from the Maritimes?
I don't know TRD. I can't remember. He was. He's from the Maritimes. He had like a very Maritime accent.
And I was like, you have beer bros up there. That's the one I know of.
No, he wasn't even. He wasn't a. Because sometimes Albino Rhino, when he was back, he stopped doing it now. But when he was going through his little rants of his marriage, there, he'd bring pretty much everyone in.
Yeah.
And he had this one kid that was just like, oh my god. Anyway,
speaking of like beer reviewers and stuff, have you guys ever watched that show Booze Traveler?
I have not.
It's an interesting show. The guy travels to different countries. It's like Travel Channel or whatever. He basically drinks different drinks.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's like fighting cancer. Not from alcohol.
Oh, he is?
Not from alcohol and that, but he's fighting some type of cancer.
Oh, wow.
Well, they say everyone will eventually get cancer. It just depends how long you live. You either will die from something else, or you'll reach to a certain age where you will end up getting cancer.
It depends on the number of microwave meals you eat. You know?
Oh, jeez.
How many Party Man XXLs you eat?
It's like, I don't think you're supposed to.
So Rod, you're saying TV dinners are not good for you?
I got to think like just cooking that thing. Like, how does this work? It's not supposed to go this way.
Yeah.
So you down, Rod, for this Saturday?
Yeah, it should be around Saturday at 9. That shouldn't be a problem at all.
Nice.
And you guys just any IPA, or you guys try to do this?
Yeah, any IPA. I don't want, because we're all from different areas, so they all sell different stuff, and it's hard to, especially where I'm in Quebec. I never get the Ontario shit. I never get the American stuff. It's all Quebec local stuff. So just IPAs.
Okay.
The rest of you guys are invited too, man. If you guys just come by and on my Twitter. If you guys have Twitter, go to Montreal on Twitter and add me, and I can message you guys.
Am I on your Twitter?
Okay, no. Wait, hold on. I have a question.
Sure.
Now, there's my understanding is if you're doing one, there's 2 different chats going on Saturday night.
There might be. I don't know.
No, like you're doing yours.
Yeah.
And Thomas Metal or Massachusetts Beer Reviews, he's doing one with Bat Blue Saturday night.
Oh, I've been doing my booze reviews for Saturday night every week, but I'm not a beer tuber. I'm a whiskey tuber, but I wanted to do a nice beer review show for you guys because I've become kind of very friendly with the beer tubing community. You guys are
Oh,
awesome.
okay, gotcha.
It's like I don't want to bring you guys on just to introduce you to the whiskey community. Maybe get you guys some more subs from my community, because you guys have gotten me a lot of subs from your community. So I'd like to get some of my whiskey community to come over and sub with you guys.
Fair enough.
Hey, Malton, I just followed you on Twitter. Make sure you follow me back. I got like 400 followers there.
Well, if you know, Malton, we're all kind of the whiskey and the beer guys are kind of a close-knit community. I mean, we kind of intertwine.
We're getting there. I know it was a bit. The whiskey community is getting better. It's getting younger and more of an eclectic crowd. Less of the snobby elite whiskey drinkers are kind of phasing out, and it's becoming. We're kind of taking over the whiskey fabric. So
now, Malton, the good thing you brought that. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Now, I talked about it on my general chat a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it's are you seeing a trend towards the craft whiskey crowd? The older crowd going away.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of people now are getting into Springbank and Kilchoman and smaller distilleries like Edradour and stuff like that, instead of like the mainstays like Macallan and Lafroig and Ardbeg and the Johnny Walkers. People are kind of starting to veer towards other stuff, as well as when you're coming into the bourbon and rye. People are no longer just drinking Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. They're kind of veering towards the George Dickel's and the Sazerac and Few Rye. A lot of stuff coming out of Chicago that's really, really good.
Really, I'm not familiar with the Chicago scene. I just started looking into that.
I love it. There's Koval that comes out of Chicago and Few. And Few is my favorite rye of all time. I love that shit.
Oh, okay.
It's Chicago based, and I'm in Canada where it's kind of like considered bad for me to be saying I prefer American rye to Canadian rye, but I just do. I don't know what it is, but the Americans do it right. They make some good rye.
Okay, I was just curious.
No worries.
All right, back to the discussion.
Yeah.
Damn, Lance, stop hogging all his time.
Yeah, Lance, come on, man.
I love Lance. Sure.
Oh, Eric, I got a question for you, but that's not till later.
Well, hell, you might as well ask it now.
Okay, now my understanding is you're hitting the road overseas, right?
Yeah, I got to go over there for work. Yep.
Now I know you're going for work, and I was off the chat with Harry about 10 minutes ago. Now, are you going to meet up with Harry? And if so, are you going to do a joint review?
I'm going to try and meet up with him, but I haven't really kind of ironed out the specifics yet. Probably when I get over there, we'll do something.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah. Because I know he lives right around that area where I'm going to be the first week. So.
Okay, I was just curious because, if you're going to be in the general area, why not, even if it's pre-taped, just do a joint review on something. Get an American aspect on a British beer or vice versa,
Yeah. It depends on, plus it's going to depend on the work schedule and how we're doing it and all that too. Because I know what we're supposed to be doing, but I don't know for, how long it's going to take or anything over there. So.
Oh, okay.
But we'll iron all that out. I'm sure we'll get together.
Yeah, okay. You can definitely try to do one from one of the pubs too. That'd be a pretty cool aspect.
No, yeah. I'd love to see a live remote for something like that. I'd love to see that.
American in a pub.
They're kicking me out. They're kicking me out.
It says on my screen off air.
They won't just kick them out.
No, we're live.
We're still going.
No, and I just checked the chat, and Lance just answered me in the chat. Mine says off air on the screen, with all the boxes, I'm talking to you in.
It says live here.
I can see you right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. My bad. I'm just.
All right. Craig was drunk earlier. Now Drunken was drunk. So.
Well, it's live.
It's live. Another one, Drunken one.
I can't show you a screenshot, or I
would. Are you making those big screwdrivers again tonight?
No, I can't show you a screenshot. Look, I'll show you. Hey, look.
Bad vodka, good orange juice. What's going on down there in Texas?
Yeah.
Hey, Lance.
You see it? I'm screen sharing.
Let me see. Do it again.
Right there.
Yeah, do it again. Yeah. Yeah, it does say all.
Quiet IPA. The Drunken one was brewing.
Yeah.
Well, mine, it shows online. It just shows Rod, though. There's no pictures of anybody else. So it's just Rod talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's going between the screens, but I just showed
mine
you.
Says live.
Mine's doing just normal.
I can hit F5 on my thing to reset it. Let me see.
No, it's cool.
I see everybody in the chat right now, so maybe it's just me.
It's just me. Hold on, I'm gonna check and see if I can see.
What is it, Rod? Alt F5?
F5 is a reset for your screen.
F5 only?
Yeah,
Ah,
just F5.
God damn it.
Thanks to Jinx, she told me that trick you can do.
Yep. There goes drunken one.
Yeah, we'll come back on here in a second.
Yep.
That reset it, all right. It tossed me out. Oh, it says live now, though. All right.
Thank Jinx Summer on that one. She's the one that taught me that trick.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Lance, when I get with Gary, you'll be the first to know, buddy, all right?
Okay.
You said when you get hair, you get with hair.
I see our mind is directly in the gutter with that one.
Try something out here.
So anybody else got any? Well, Eric's going out of the country. Anybody else got any big plans for the weekend?
Well, we're moving out of our condo and moving into a new apartment, but we're still looking for places. So we gotta go look around and everything like that. That's the plan.
You gonna think about buying a house or no?
Not in this economy. It's crazy, Rick. It's such a buyer's market right now. I mean, it's such a seller's market right now. There's no point, man. Everything is like ridiculously priced. You're talking $300,000 for a little condo. You know,
$30,000 for a condo? You said like HOA fees? Really?
It's mental. The prices for condos in Montreal. I live in the city. I don't live outside the city. I live directly in, and I'm not leaving the center.
You need to come down where I live because you can get a house for about less than $100,000.
Where do you live in Detroit?
No, South Lansing.
South Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not moving to Michigan.
No, move to Quebec City or Ottawa. You should be fine, you know.
Well, Drunken was from Michigan. He knows how it is up here.
Quebec City is actually a really nice, beautiful city. I went there. I've been there like 50,000 times, but me and my wife went this summer during the summer. Normally we go during the winter, but we went during the summer this year. It's just gorgeous. Rod disappeared.
I think he's resetting himself. He'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, he'll be back. There he is.
What'd you do? Get kicked off your own chat, Rod?
No, I reset because Earth said all he saw was me on the camera as well.
Google thought Rod was being a little too aggressive and give him a timeout.
Oh, jeez.
This isn't the Terrio show. He gets kicked off his shit all the time.
Yeah, I know. I don't wonder. Google must be.
I don't know what's going on with Hangouts. It keeps changing.
This is the problem when you have like one main provider. There's no competition, so they can just screw up as much as they want, and people are just stuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the other
like cable.
There's the other one that some of the really techie guys use, especially the guys on Twitch and everything like that. I forget what it's called. It's not Hangouts. It's something else that they use, but it's supposed to be better quality. And you can put like, you know, when you see the people chatting in your chat, you can actually save the chat in that one.
No, like you're talking like I use XSplit. You can do that. Like Rod. Yeah. Now Rod, use which one do you use as far as that?
For what? For
like for your gaming side? Like
well, YouTube has YouTube gaming, but I also have Twitch. But I have XSplit too.
I have XSplit.
I have Open Broadcaster.
Okay, like there's a lot of different options you can use. Like what you're talking about. Like I use XSplit. Like I can see like if I'm not broadcasting like this, I can see the chat live through XSplit. I tried that earlier today with horrific results, you know?
Yeah, but to get everybody conferenced in on one, it's like Google Hangouts or YouTube Live is what you have to use.
Correct. And I wish Facebook had that. I use Facebook more.
Yeah.
I really would.
Because even Skype isn't even doing anything with it, so.
Yeah, thank Microsoft for that, but that's a different story.
So I'm gonna ask you guys some advice and everything like that, because like I said, I'm a beer drinker. I'm not a knowledgeable beer drinker, though. I just like beer, so I just drink it. But what is like your opinion on IPAs? And because I want to do the show on Saturday, but I don't want to come in looking like a total retard. So I'm hoping to have some knowledge. The only thing I know.
Oh, that's a loaded.
Loaded question, man. That is a loaded question.
I have a body on that question. I'll be right back.
Forrest Gump, you don't know. We'll go for it.
No, but I just want, like, from what I heard, the history is that it was like the French army back in the day that wanted to keep beer longer, and the hops for the IPA kept the beer longer and it didn't expire as fast, and that's where IPA was invented. I just want to know if that's a fact or if that's
There's different tales to it, but one of the more common ones is the British used to send it to the colonies of India for the soldiers that were over there, and they had more hops to carry across for the preservatives. So that's kind of one of the more common stories with the IPA and how it was created along those lines. So it was the extra hops were needed for preservatives, which is kind of funny because everybody now drinks them fresh, but back then they didn't drink them fresh. It took them like 6 months to get over there.
Right. Yeah. Which by then the flavor would be pretty much gone.
Well, it'd be just more malted out than anything. But I've had IPAs that were a year old, and I still got hops out of them. It depends how it's stored and stuff sometimes too. Not all IPAs are the same.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, as far as IPAs, it all depends on what you want in said IPA. I mean, you want a light IPA, like here in this country? Do you want a Northwest IPA? You want a hop forward IPA? I mean, there's a lot of variables and what you want in said IPA.
I'm slightly starting to get into them. I hated them for shit for the past 4 years, but the last 6 months, I've kind of, because of hanging out with you guys and drinking with you guys online and stuff, I've been like kind of forcing IPAs down. And I've slowly developed the taste for them, and I'm liking them a little more and more. I'm not loving them. I still think that I can only have maybe one or two, and then I got to move on to a stout or something else because it just.
Okay,
here's an acquired taste for sure.
It's a palate. There's people that didn't like it at first, and their palate took time to develop into it.
You'll probably like double IPAs more because they're more malt forwarded than.
The one I like is the not Imperial IPA. Is it called an Imperial IPA? I can't forget what it's called. It's not. I know there's Imperial stuff, but there's one. I think it's called Imperial IPA or something like that. It's like I've had a few of those, and I had a milk IPA that I really liked.
Huh?
A milk IPA?
Yeah, they sell it at the store nearby. That I've only heard of milk stouts. I've never heard of a milk IPA, but they had it, and I actually liked it.
Well, Lance fell in love with the eggnog IPA.
Oh, stop! Okay, that was only the second drink I've done in the last calendar year. Oh, that was so disgusting.
Nothing wrong with it, Lance. It's okay. You can like it.
No. I mean, dead sir, I didn't like that. Now the answer Montreal's question. Here's what I suggest. We're gonna just chat tomorrow on Saturday night. I would get an IPA somewhere between 30 and 60 IBUs.
IBUs. Okay, so what's an IBU? That's something that you guys can tell me. What's an IBU?
It's supposed to be how much hops is put in it.
Okay.
Well, it stands for International Bittering Units.
Yeah, that's how they measure bitterness on the beer.
I'm a huge alcohol nerd. If any of you watch my channel, you know that. But I'm not very educated on beers.
Okay, it sounds like it's time for
the higher. Yeah, the higher the IBUs are on a beer, the more hoppiness it is.
But not necessarily, because you can get like a Lake Erie Monster, which is close to 100. You want to taste a lot of the bitterness.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it's so malt forwarded.
Depends on the malt, and there's so many variables in.
I think a lot of people over worry about or complicated or whatever it may be with the IBU. I mean, you can have an IBU that might be in a higher level, and it's supposed to have bitterness. If you have under 50. A general rule of thumb is going to be less bitter. If you have over 50, it's going to be more bitter. But there's some that get made that are like 75, 80, 90 that don't feel that way. And there's some like 20 and 30 that do feel more bitter. So,
yeah.
It depends on the malt, yeah.
I had a Saint Ambroise Black IPA, and that was really good. That was delicious.
Yeah.
Because because I'm a huge stout guy, so it kind of like balanced it out. I don't know if it's good.
You probably like the roast.
I tell you one IPA you might want to try if you can still get it is the Stone Mocha IPA. Because if you like for me, that's like one of the best IPAs. I'm a stout guy too, so that puts like a stout and IPA together in a phenomenal way.
And I just got the Glorious because they were on sale.
It's
just a bit key there, right? Well, what did you say that was? I got to try me some of that. What did you say it was?
It's the Stone Mocha IPA.
Stone Mocha.
It's usually seasonal. It comes out around April or May. Some places may still have it around, but it'll be last year's version. But it's really great. It kind of combines both worlds together.
Okay.
I still can't get into the rattlers. Those things are just disgusting to me. It literally tastes like orange juice spit or something. I'm not liking them.
Yeah, I can drink a rattler better than a shandy. I mean, Canada, I think you got more rattlers there, but shandy's like one of the worst ones for me.
Oh, the raspberry stuff there. That's a shandy, I'm guessing.
Oh no, they got lemons. They got like Line Kugel's lemon shandy is very popular in the country, and every summer like people are fiending to go get it.
Yeah,
it's like I'll pass.
Yeah, take a beer and add Sprite.
That might be one. That might be one I actually choose a Budweiser over.
Yeah. Take a beer and add Sprite to it.
Yeah, I know and I know that's way too generous. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate though. I will say it's pretty freaking accurate.
Like with Kool-Aid or something.
No, adding Kool-Aid. You're talking about the camos and the Four Locos. That's nonsense.
I want to actually review a Four Loco on my channel.
No, you don't. No,
yes,
you
I drank one before.
Really, you don't, man. You don't.
Yeah, I do, because bad reviews are fun to do. I like doing bad reviews. Like this guy right here that you love so much, Rod. I gave this a beautiful review. You got to go check it out. You're gonna laugh.
Which one?
The Devil's Cut. Go watch the review later.
Yeah, I'm not a big Bean fan because it's just too sweet on my teeth, you know.
Well, no, that one tastes like it reminds you of chewing tobacco spit or something, man. I'm not liking it at all.
Being dosed. Not the bad.
Like, I mean, I live in Kentucky. We have tobacco, but I mean, it's like a bourbon. It's funny though because on my bottle, I don't have that 90.
Yeah,
you have like your bottle.
Well, mine's a Mickey. I wasn't gonna actually spend money and buy an actual bottle of that shit. Like, no,
it's in the little bottle. Oh,
yeah. Mine's a Mickey.
Yeah.
Is it the same proof?
It's 90 proof. Yeah. 45%, right? Rod, on yours?
Yeah, 45, 90 proof. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jim Beam has so many different variants on their bourbons.
Well, Jim Beam makes some really good stuff. Like I love it.
If you do Jim Beam vanilla, you might like that one because it's really smooth out.
I don't like flavored whiskey. To me, that's a no-no.
Here's your best bourbon.
Benchmark.
my favorite bourbon. It's a standard issue. It's Maker's Mark 46. Maker's Mark 46 is my favorite bourbon of all time.
See, Maker's is basically a Todd's backyard there.
Yeah, I love Maker's 46. I could drink that shit all day.
Sooner or later, I need to go on a bourbon tour around Kentucky.
I wish you guys laugh. You guys laugh. Benchmark is phenomenal for the price.
Yeah. But I'm digging like Woodford. A lot of people like Woodford now.
Woodford Reserve, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Four Roses is pretty popular here.
Four Roses is amazing.
Yeah,
Four Roses is one of my favorites. That's one
of our local brewers. He did his Scottish stout barrel aged at Four Roses barrels, and it was freaking off the hook.
Have you guys tried the Elijah Craig Wow? The Elijah Craig overproof there? It's like 70% ABV.
No, I've heard about that, but I haven't tried it.
I reviewed that last year. Oh, good.
I like Evan Williams.
That one's good.
Another one, yeah. There's Buffalo Trace. There's another one.
Oh, Buffalo Trace is so good, and I want to experiment with Buffalo Trace in a barrel when I homebrew. I really do. I don't think anybody's done it yet.
The one I can't stand that's so overpriced and stupidly, ridiculously priced is Pappy Van Winkle. I can't. I don't know. It's not that it's bad.
Here's your alternative. Here's your alternative to that if you can get it.
Wellers. Yeah, I knew he was gonna pull it up. I even said it before it got up. I know Wellers. I thought
it was going to be McCormick there for a second.
I said it before. I love the Wellers 12. It was an amazing.
What's wrong with McCormick, drunken?
Was that early times old Dan Tucker? Come on now.
It's called the poor man's Pappy for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have one of our local stores here. This wasn't a deal that I got, but one of my friends ended up getting. It was one of our Kroger liquor stores, and they mispriced the Pappy up here. So they put it out there for like $40 a bottle.
Imagine that, right?
He took it out. He got one. He took it up there to see, and they were like, he rang it up, and he's like $40 or whatever, 40 tax, whatever. He's like, these are 40. He's like, yeah. He's like, right back. He went back and got the other 3 or 4 there, called his buddy up. They split like the 4 bottles between them.
I wouldn't even drink that shit. I'd sell it, man.
I think they may have sold a couple of them, but yeah, it was what, like 120 out there or something.
Dude, you can sell it on the second hand. You can sell on the second market around the world for like $900. They have lotteries now for the Pappy, and it's not great, man. It's really it's basic bourbon. It's just overhyped. Like there's no tomorrow. And it's sad because the Wellers that you like is becoming overpriced too. The 12, I loved it. But now they're selling the Weller's 12 for like $120. It used to be $35.
Yeah, Weller's is crazy too.
Overhyped, like Bourbon County Stout, maybe.
Well, the Weller become
Bourbon County Stouts actually lives up to the hype to me.
But last year, but yeah,
I like the 16. I couldn't get the 17.
Hit the 17. I haven't drank it yet. It's not bad. But like, I wish. No, actually, I think it was $9.99 the first time, but I think the second time I saw it was $8.99. I got it for.
So do you guys do like how us in the whiskey community we do a whiskey of the year? Do you guys do a beer of the year review?
Mm-mm.
No, you guys
we did a beer show at the end of the year with the Average Joe. Who's resting right now? And
what happened to you?
Wow.
We did 14 categories of stuff that Joe picked out. So we did some beers of the year at the year-end show with Beer Flow.
What's wrong with that?
That was the first time.
I'm not getting notifications whenever you guys are doing these shows anymore. I only get it from you, Rod, and occasionally from Albino Rhino, but I never see whenever Lee Russell does his lives or anything.
I think you have to ring that bell now or something to see when the show.
Yeah, you got to click on the bell to get you the notifications.
Even then, you might not even get them. I've had that problem.
Yeah, or it might come in the next day.
Yeah.
It's like, I know about this chance. I jumped on YouTube and it saw Rob was running live. I didn't get a notification on my phone or nothing.
That's what happens to me a lot. So now I advertise my live shows on Twitter as well as YouTube so that people know. And I'll do like a little pre-video saying I'm going on live tonight at 9, and I'll put that up so people know that I'm going on. Because a lot of people will come in like an hour after my show started being like, what the fuck? When did you go live? And I'm like, I've been on live since fucking 9 o'clock. And it's like 11:30 at night. And I'm getting off and shit. So.
It sounds like me when I do my general chat on Fridays.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I start at 7 o'clock. People start jumping in like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
We went to get off daddied up.
Speaking of natty up, have you had the natty rush yet, Lance?
I have not.
Okay.
Sometimes Lance is awake, sometimes he's not.
I feel like Lance should be like Lance should be our natty reporter on the scene.
Natty reporter
surveying all the natties for us.
I'm like Joe D. We has bum with the malt liquor report, huh? Come on now.
Then we could be like, we'll have Lance down there like packaged liquors or whatever. We got Lance and packaged liquors drinking down there. Oh, we got the new natty, blah blah blah.
Gotta be brown bagging it though.
I'm gonna do a couple bum interviews with some people there.
I'll do a live report right there in your chat, so everybody knows.
Yeah. So when you guys shoot, I don't know, Eric, if you're doing as much on the remote shooting on stuff when you do it. And I don't know if Malton, if you've done that, but it's kind of funny. I don't know if you get out there, people like want to get in your videos sometimes or.
I usually like I did with you tonight. There, I invite you. I'll do an invite to who I want on. I've never done when I'll be honest. Like when I do my live show, it's not being a jerk off, but unless I know people, I don't really. I don't do mass invites to people in the crowd. It's not to be a jerk off. It's just like I kind of figure that my channel's supposed to, and I know it's not educational per se or whatever fuck people like to say, but I like to try to figure that I'm trying to teach people a little bit about the subject matter at hand, and we're having fun and stuff, but I want people that know what they're talking about on the show. So.
Well, you would have it at a certain level, I'm sure too. Yeah.
And it's also you're trying to also, let's be honest, you're trying to grow your channel, so you're kind of wanting guests to have kind of a bit of a following. So it's kind of a tit for tat. Like my friends will invite me on to bring in some of my subscribers, and I'll invite them on to get some of their subs. And it goes on and on like that. I'll occasionally invite a subscriber to my channel on my show if they've been like, subscribed to me for like a year and they're like always commenting and stuff because, they're supporters. So hell yeah, I'm inviting especially if they're my Patreon. If people are giving me money, they're definitely getting on the show.
Well, if people are giving you money, yeah, they can get in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your channel called?
Malted in Montreal.
I think
By the way, Lance, everyone calls me Swami, Lance. Like Rod's been calling me Swami, so yeah.
Swami, okay.
Swami.
Swami. I'm sorry. Swami.
Type something in the external chat.
I will right now. Hold up.
No, it's what I was gonna say is like far as like are you Swami, is you talking about live remotes or just in the chat in general?
I would say like live remotes, like I got to do stuff like at bars and stuff. Once in a while, I've had people ask me to do more of those because they like seeing when I'm out of spot doing stuff.
Oh,
and I've actually had people that are like, "What are you doing? Oh, can I be in your video or whatever?" Like,
no,
like actually, to be honest, honestly, like I said in my general chat a couple of weeks, or not in the general chat a couple of weeks ago, I actually want to start doing live remotes.
Yeah, those are fun. So you can actually on the phone, I'll do it with the YouTube Live app. And that works well. And I'll sit there doing stuff, reviewing a beer or drinking a beer. I did one when I was drinking a beer and a cigar at one of the places, and people.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, and I was like talking to other people there. And sometimes they'll come on camera with me, like I'm talking to somebody there about something, or I'll do interviews at the Beer Fest with people by doing it and stuff. So,
well, I've only done 2 right now. I've had a representative from Koval Whiskeys come on my show. And I had the owner of Kilhoman Distilleries on my show it was like back in August. But this year, summer 2018, I'm taking the motorcycle. I think I told you, Ron, I'm doing Route 66. I'm doing 21 days. And that I really, especially when I get to like no, everyone here is American. I'm a Canadian from Quebec. I'm a French Canadian. I speak really good English. But I want to I can't wait till I hit like Texas and Albuquerque and like all like the really far western southern states, so I can like meet some really I want to meet like some drag knuckle cowboy motherfuckers that I can drink with. And just like
you're looking at a drunken one.
I want total fucking because people you're gonna laugh, but people call me
drunken one.
People call me the Jewish redneck in Montreal all the time because
I'm not a good representation of a Texan. I'm not a good representation of a Texan. I don't speak like they speak. They got their own law, just like you here.
Yeah.
You make a hell of a jerky, though.
I want to introduce some dudes doing like moonshine and shit. I want to have some fun when I'm on the road. I want to find
moonshine. You go to Tennessee.
We got them down here.
Well, if you want bourbon, you got to come to Kentucky. So let me know if you do.
Well, I am going to do the Kentucky bourbon trip, but that's 2020. The plan is to do that with the motorcycle in 2020. Because these trips are expensive. My Route 66 trip is going to probably run me about close to $5,000.
Wow!
So I'm
what?
Not, yeah.
$5 grand, really?
Well, 21 days, man. Hotel, food. What do you think it's going to cost?
$5 grand? I might get away with like a $2 grand at the most if you do it right.
How am I going to do it right, dude? Do you know hotels that are less than $25 a night?
No, we've done Route 66.
I would say a Motel 6, but that's like $29.99.
Oh shit, Ron.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I go with friends. So.
If you go to Vegas, you can get like the buffet for $5 every day or something.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to Vegas. We're doing Vegas.
Not anymore. You can't.
We're doing Vegas.
They raised it. Home with a $7.99 ribeye buffet.
I'm even bringing a tent. We're gonna camp out. We had a plan to camp out in Death Valley for one night because I just want to fucking do that shit.
You should do a GoFundMe page.
Death Valley,
help me sponsor my trip through America and see if people give you money.
I've already got the Patreon, and I already I don't know. I got this guilty conscience that these guys are really nice, man. They're giving me money for my.
Do people contribute to your Patreon for your?
Yeah. I've got 6 of them right now.
Because I thought about doing it, but I haven't done it. I was like, it feels kind of weird to do something like that.
I thought about doing that too, Rod.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if they want to, they want to. I'm not even going to be pissed. I'm not mad. But
yeah.
My channel,
the money, right?
My channel runs me close to $300 a month easy in alcohol. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then you can recoup that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to break even. I'm not trying to make money.
No. I mean, if you're doing stuff and getting noticed, I mean, that might help you out some.
Yeah.
But we're all like that though. Like most of us beer tubers, we go into the hole for the most part, but we're all having fun, so it all balances out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having fun, but I'm going broke.
Yeah, but I mean, as you grow, like I've had companies.
Good one, Eric.
Worldwide stout. Okay, am I reading that right?
Yeah, that's the worldwide. So I got one of those in the
Nice.
cellar.
That's Dogfish, right?
Yeah, vanilla. It's vanilla.
Yeah,
That's a great one.
yeah, I got to drink mine at some point.
Was
Get a
it
really
like
good deal on those too,
15%
didn't
or
you?
something?
Yeah.
Didn't you get those for like
Last
less than
beer
30
night for
bucks?
this fat boy.
Speaking of Dogfish Head, though, I am thinking seriously about going to the beer bloggers conference in August, and that's going to be in Virginia. And the CEO of Dogfish Head is going to be the keynote speaker now, and they're going to be taking people for tours at Dogfish Head and some other stuff down there. If you guys are interested, let me know.
No, that's right around the same time that the craft brewers convention is going on. With all the craft brewers.
I don't know when the craft brewer thing is. This
That's
is
right
like
around the same
August.
time.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, Paul joined in. Sorry.
Paul, this is the last beer of the night for this fat boy.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
that'll be a nice little last
night.
beer to have, though.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Did you get a 4-pack
Eric,
or
you
just
got
a one bottle?
Well, I got a 4-pack.
You got a 4-pack for less than $30, didn't you?
Paul,
Yeah,
or-
$29.99.
you got a Rod J
Hell
deal.
of a deal.
Rod J deal.
Hey, who's this? I'm sorry. I'm double tasking because I got another friend doing a live show, and he's gonna get pissed if he knows I'm not watching. So I'm doing.
I'll just stay here.
I'm staying here, but I'm just.
Hey, I double and triple dip sometimes. Come on.
Yeah. What's your name, man?
Broken was the master of it. He's everywhere.
What's the new guy's name? I don't know his name.
Wearing headphones too.
I'm not
Paul, that's
important
PA
enough to
beer
know.
reviews. Beer reviews, excuse me.
What's up? What's your name, man?
PA News Reviews Views News.
PA Brew News.
What up, PA? I think I'm subscribed to you, PA. Yeah, I am.
That's big
I am.
Sorry.
Subscribed to you last week.
Yay.
Yes, the main man from the Commonwealth joins
The
us today.
Commonwealth, one of the nicest Commonwealths compared to all the
So
other
should
Commonwealths.
I do one of these now and then age one, or?
Yeah,
You
you should
should do.
Yeah,
you should age one for sure. You got
do
4.
all of them now.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
I got
buy
2 left.
more.
This is the third. I got 2 left in the fridge.
Save one, Eric. Save one.
Do you have the patience to age one? That's the question.
Well, that's
I'm gonna grab another beer.
Do I have the
Okay.
patience?
Yeah, you gotta have the patience to be able to age it now.
Well, if I age it, how long should I age it?
There's
You
your
try to go like
first
a
beer
year
for
or
the
something.
cellar. Age it at least a year or so. At least a year or
At
more.
least a year.
At least a year.
I mean, you put other beers in, you keep
Well,
getting other beers.
also it depends. Like, what do you want? Do you want dark fruits to come out of it too, or if you drink it, and you notice the alcohol is too sharp, like too rough? Well, then you have to age it for a while. Depends
Right
on what you
now,
want.
it's like humongous vanilla. Right now.
I think he's trying to experiment with it, so I don't know.
Actually,
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't age anything right now because my oven's broke. But no, I'll get it.
well, as I'm doing it right now, this has like humongous vanilla, and that's all I'm getting. I'm not getting anything else.
Well, I
Actually, you know
definitely
what?
let
With
it
that
age
blizzard coming, just put it out in the snow tomorrow night. You'll be fine, you know?
Well, you
Take
would've aged
one
it
and save it for at least 1 year, 2 years, maybe 3.
Mm.
It's a long time, but yeah, if you
I
can
had
do
that
it.
Czar. I don't know if you saw that review, Rod. I did the live review of the Avery Czar from 2010.
Oh wow, I gotta watch
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, it was a
From
live
10,
review I did last
2010.
week.
The one that I had, I actually
Yeah.
sent one to Eric that he had. I think it was a 2016 that we
Dude,
had. or
that was fucking
2014.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a case of it after 4th anniversary, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it was from 2010, and I still had one, and it was covered with dust, and it was delicious.
Mm.
It was so dark.
Did you get it for $1.99 a bottle like Rod did?
Dude, I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
No.
Paul gets some Roger deals.
No,
Dude,
no,
I'm
no.
loving-
Rod
I'm
gets the
loving that
deals. He
room.
jumps on like Bada and getting another discount. You know, he making money on the deal.
Dude, I'm loving that background with the woods and shit. It looks like Ted Nugent's Wet Dream.
I know. Call the wild.
Ted Nugent's wet dream.
And you painted that, right, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
How long
painted
did it
right
take
on
you
the wall. Oh, about an hour.
So paint by color, but paint by number.
Paint by number. Well,
Yeah.
all paint is paint by color. You fucked that one up. Wow.
Did you sit there and whisper into the TV like the guy on PBS when he does his?
I always talk to my paintings. I talk
Is that a
to the
rifle
trees.
next to you, by the way?
We made a mistake. Oh, we never make a mistake. We
Yes,
turn it into
maybe.
birds.
That's the other part of Ted Nugent's wet dream is the Mosin and the AR right there. Whoops. I don't know what sometimes
Nothing
bears
goes
just kinda
better than
wander in.
beer and guns. Huh?
Yeah, they just kind of come in and they have to take care of them, and then you shoot and you eat them. Like bears, hookers, lots of things come in. You got to shoot them, and eat 'em. You know, that's just what happens.
Paul.
Bears and hookers, you said?
Mhm. It's a weird country out here. Well, yeah.
Gotta shoot
No,
bears
it's
and
Paul.
hookers. That's hookers.
Sometimes they chew through the scraps in the basement and come out. Yeah.
Nice.
Don't shoot the hookers. Try to get a freebie first, then maybe. Yeah.
They're all free after you shoot them.
Or
On the Grand Theft Auto reference. Wow.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, that's silly.
Oh, come on, man.
Are you going to England,
on
Eric?
Ron's live stream?
Are you going to England, Eric?
And that's on live television, folks.
At
You
least
going to
Saturday,
Manchester, or
Paul.
what? Where are you going? Are you going?
Ron's like, fuck these movies.
Ron, Ron's seen it before.
Hey, me and Paul are trying to have a conversation, all right?
Believe it or not, Paul's actually tame right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, give him a few beers.
He's mellow. He's mellow.
I sent out
Yourself, you know, are you sick, man?
I sent out a meme today,
That's hurt.
and I got so like everyone on Facebook was telling me take that down. I sent out a meme because there's a picture of what's his name from The Matrix, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Anyways, he's in a picture with two chicks, and he's got his arms around them, but his hands aren't touching them. And I put like 2 red circles on it, and then I put underneath like, "Oh, future lawsuit waiting to happen." It's the ones that go on the news, and everyone's like, "That's not funny. Take that down."
Actually, it's not funny, but whatever.
It's hilarious.
There's a
Oh,
difference, you know?
jeez.
I don't know how funny it is, but it
Oh,
definitely
the Matrix
isn't. I don't
was 20
find
years ago.
Look
I
at
definitely
Drunken's
don't
like,
find it
what the
offensive.
fuck's going on?
I know, right? I'm just chilling tonight.
Oh, man.
I try to raise the bar drunk, and I try.
This is a classy show.
Dirt first.
It's like a high jump competition. Someone always knocks the bar back down.
Well, you get
Yeah,
the
how
class
far
out,
into the sewer can we go, you know?
The class happens first, and then the ass happens at the end.
Yeah.
First it's class, then it's ass. You know, that's what you got to do.
What were you going to ask, Paul?
Where are you going in England? And why?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Nice.
Hey, work, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to hang out with Harry?
I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to get with him.
Who's Harry?
Harry Meadows.
From Blue Nose Beer Reviews.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The little Dutch boy.
Yeah.
You got the kid Lil John picture in the background in his videos.
Yeah, I'm fairly new to that.
Yeah, from Blue Nose Beer Reviews. He's over in Birmingham.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna try to go see the what are they? The guards at the palace.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go. We're gonna try to go to
Buckingham.
London, and then my boss wants to take us like way up by the border of England and Scotland, and take us up to a brewery up there. And
There's a right on the
You're like,
border. There's a town.
I think they named the beer tuber all of a sudden. The other lion that's up there in Scotland.
Rampant Lion, James.
Rampant Lion, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's from Scotland, but he doesn't live in Scotland.
Oh, okay. I thought you lived in Scotland.
No, he humps the women all over the world.
He does his shows from his bed most of the time.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, right at the border of Scotland and Ireland against the ocean, the east side is Berwick upon Tweed, and I'd always like to go there. That was a place because I came from Berwick, Pennsylvania, or Berwick, Pennsylvania. It was the sister city, so I always wanted to visit it. I don't know if there's any breweries in there. I haven't checked it out.
what's stopping you, Paul?
Well, I'm trying to go in March.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just as long as everything works out, I'm heading over in March.
Nice.
Time to be on CNN.
What?
I like this
I
guy.
never thought he would do that. I see Paul.
I want him
Paul's
on my
going to
trip.
crash the wedding of the prince. Nobody's going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
This beer sucks here. Y'all got any good beer?
Yeah. Get out, crash the wedding.
It's
No,
all
Kate.
cool.
I don't know if
He'll tell Kate Miller, you should get with a real man. You should come over
Yeah, I
here.
was gonna say I don't know if Kate has ever heard the line with the phrase "turd cutter" in it before, but I'd like to ask her a couple things. Yeah.
You got a nice turd cutter there.
Yeah. Or I'd like to shove it right. Never mind. That's just rude.
And then you'll be hitting on the queen.
Yeah, say that to the queen.
I like it. I like me a gilf.
He's like, are you still good to go? Can you still
Jason
get
Bourne,
go?
you still out
Do you
there, man?
go? Do you
Jason.
go? Hey.
No. The queen might not be impressed, so be careful. You know.
Well, the queen might have a bigger dick than I do. I don't know.
That may be true.
I didn't know we were going that route.
I was watching. I was watching.
We go.
No, her nuts might be as big as a wheelbarrow, all right?
I was watching.
I'm actually going to like the more Manchester area where Peter is. I don't know if I'll get down to London. The only place in London I want to see is I'd like to go to the Fuller's Pub, the Griffin Brewery down near the Thames, right there. Yeah. Other than that, I really don't care about London very much. Traffic, loud noise, people, not my thing.
Just be careful of cars.
Yeah. Well, you know,
they go on the opposite side of the road, Paul.
It can't be NYC bad. It can't be bad at that.
Yeah. Oh, it can be. It can be.
Mm-hmm. So if I drive, they drive on the wrong side of the road.
Lance, have you been to New York City?
Yes, I have.
He's been to Akron.
Apparently, from what I've heard, it can be worse than that.
I lived in New York for about 2 years, so.
You know, Eric shot a rap album cover in New York City when he went.
Yeah.
that photo was legit.
Had a big old cigar in my mouth.
I think I saw that album back in the late 80s.
Yeah, I know what you were referencing.
Had me digging through my
Eric was Big Boston then.
When I was in high school, I had a bunch of friends bunch of like white dudes who thought they were like hardcore and stuff like that, and they had like a rap group, and they went up to fucking Miami and to shoot a video, and they got like some Hispanic dudes like came up to them and stole all their shit and beat the crap out of them, and they got made fun of so bad when they got back home. I don't know, it's hilarious.
Oh, man.
We thought it was funny because they thought they were hard, and they went up there and fucked with some real dudes.
Let me tell you about Miami and how Miami is rough. So Miami had at one point a few years back. Miami's always under construction, and so they had a route that would basically, you go down the road, it was a dead end, and they put orange barrels and they put the sign up. They basically set it up to rip people off that would go down this dead end. They would rip them off, and they would have like the vests on and the helmets and everything. And it was kind of like these people were getting robbed by going down this wrong street, not knowing. They walk over like they were construction workers or tell them something, and they're like, "Give us your shit." Yeah. So it was like, you got to be careful in Miami.
Wow, sounds like Phoenix. Wow.
Phoenix,
like, well, I have a 4,000-pound car between a 300-pound man. I think I'm gonna win.
Yeah, I know. Last time I my friend left Philly. Last time I.
Well, he froze.
You froze.
See you, Paul.
Oh. You two didn't want to hear the rest of that story, Paul.
There he is. He's back. He's back.
Good talk, Paul. Good talk.
Yeah, it was funny. He's like, oh, I'm not getting robbed. We're doing this, and he just hit the gas pedal, and they tried to get him, and he's like, no, we're good, we're fine. And took a couple swing turns, and he
I only been
he didn't get killed or anything.
I only been attempted robbed once. It was such a pathetic attempt. It was a homeless guy, and he took out a screwdriver and he pointed it at my gun. I was like, really? What are you gonna do? Like, seriously, you come with a screwdriver? And he's like, I was like, fuck off, man, get away from me. He looked at me all pathetic, like, come on, just give me something. And I was like, get the fuck away from me.
I might have gave you something. If you would have asked, I might have gave you something.
It wasn't even like a flathead. It was like a fucking 4-point screwdriver. I was like, at least it was a flathead. It might be a little.
He put a Phillips screwdriver.
You'd be surprised. Those Phillips, they're like blood grooves, man.
Yeah. I took the risk and I won. Okay, I got away with it.
I would have straight bluffed his ass. That's just
Well,
me.
I kind of laughed at him and like, get the fuck away from me. But he's like, what are you doing? Like, he was like,
it's like these people that walk into the bank now and they just give you a piece of paper because they give you all your money. Like, they don't even show a gun or anything. I'm like, you have to give a little bit more. And the bank's like, no, give them. I was like, hey, you doing it? But show me a piece of paper. Like, show me the gun at least.
That's me. Like, don't flash unless you want to use it. You know.
Yeah, no, it's more like earn your money. If you're gonna rob me, I want to see a gun.
Rob for all of it. You know.
It's like those stoplights that record people going through. And then try to mail them a ticket. Like, no, you need to be a cop and actually catch me going through the light, not just be all lazy and send it to me.
I'm no victim of that. Don't talk like that.
No, they passed that shit. They passed that shit in Quebec now. It's illegal.
Well, they tried it in Cincinnati.
The video radar. The video radar.
Against and they made them taking down the cameras.
Yeah, they did it here.
I lost my license. I lost my license for 6 years because of that.
They took it. It's against the law in Quebec now. They had the video radar for like 3 years. They're still going to keep it, but they're no longer allowed to give you tickets because of it.
You can't lose your license for going through a red light, Lance. There had to be a little bit more to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm a little confused.
No. Here's what happened. No, here's what happened. I got exactly. No. I'm not going to throw my hands on anything. Here's exactly what happened. This is dead serious. I was in Phoenix at the time. I'm driving. I was in Abnell, which is one of the suburbs. I'm driving down the road. I go under the light. I got flashed on a red light camera, right? Because the light turned yellow underneath me, right? A cop was sitting here at the gas station. Stopped me. And I said, this is bullshit, right? So I decided.
Good way to start the conversation.
I directly said that, right? And
did you say you're profiling me too? Because
no.
That would have been the next line.
Black, fuck off, cop. I'm gone.
No, he actually agreed with me, but he said he had to do his job, right? So I said, fuck this. I'm fighting this in court. I was going with the odds on this one. Because normally if I do the show, I get off, right? I'm standing here in court with the lawyer, right? And I turned around, I saw him walk in, it was game over. I was done.
Oh.
So instead of me paying $175 for the red light camera, I ended up spending 6 years and $3,000 to get my license back.
Wow.
That's an absolute fact.
I took my chance in that and got pulled over for no license. It probably would have been cheaper.
I heard that in the States.
I probably wouldn't start like that's bullshit with them.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Fuck you. I'm not doing this.
I heard in the States.
I remember I got pulled over one time, and because it was just like my light was out or whatever, and I just randomly joked. I said, "Whatever you do, just don't look in the trunk." And,
I knew it was saying it. I know
and the funny thing is,
he has to say that.
That's like going to the airport and saying, "Well, at least it's not a bomb."
He gave me a warning, and I went on my merry way, you know, that kind of thing. And but my buddy, I was making these arts and crafts out of like bones, not humans, and all like different things, you know. And there was like 3 full like corpses of deer in my trunk at the same time. So like if he would have opened it up, it would have just been slaughter call in my trunk.
Wow.
So I just
everybody. You would have been to jail.
Yeah, well, that's all the free sex and food I want. You know what I mean? So I'm good. You know, I don't get 3 meals a day now. No, we're good.
Oh, Paul.
I got pretty hair. We're good to go.
You're pretty. You got.
And the thing is, here's the thing about not getting Here's the thing about not getting the shit beat out of you in jail. Just say yes, all the time.
No comment.
Hey, everybody's friend.
Paul's really loved in prison.
Oh, jeez.
When Paul walks into prison, it's like Norman cheers. Paul!
Hey, everybody.
Oh,
everyone's high five. We're going to leave.
See
Yeah.
what you walked into, Lance. See what you walked into.
Yeah.
Paul's like 24/7, guys. 24/7.
Yeah.
7-Eleven for 90 minutes. Come on.
7-Eleven.
You ever seen a butthole smile?
I think it is right now. I'm excited.
Paul just walks up to the inmates. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
You just cut to the chase, huh?
I'll be right over here. Cell block right over here if you need me.
Yeah. I'm taking reservations right
Yo,
now.
man, the bitch block's over there.
Yeah.
He makes the rapist nervous.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know about this guy.
Paul's
me out.
walking around. Can I put you on the list?
I got one of those deli counter ticket pulls from the deli counter. That's what I'm using. Yeah. Number 17, your number is up.
Oh, man.
If you can't laugh about it, you're
They
screwed.
keep showing only me on the camera. I don't know what to do. I've reset the thing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's only showing you, and that's
I can
it.
hear our voices.
Yeah. They hear the voices. Not just
Oh,
me.
yeah.
their
Well,
voices.
the last time you were on, you had all. It was all
No one's watching, anyways.
Yeah.
We're watching right now, and Basin Beer just jumped in, you know.
No?
We're watching
Jamie.
ourselves pretty much.
There's not even icons showing up. It's working on the side.
Oh, Eric is. No, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm watching my friend's stream. You've got a lot of people watching.
Well, fine, then go over to your friend's stream then, Malton.
I love you.
Jeez.
I'm staying
This one
here.
was one night we all be our ugly selves, you know.
I'm like that every night.
I mean, I started out with the Dusty Rose, and it's not still doing the screen share thing. So
I can't do the Dusty Roads.
You were doing all the. What were you showing before? Like all the beer that was going to be at this one place, or all the beer that you have?
yeah, that's the beer
catalog?
fest we have in 3 weeks here with all the beers that are coming in.
Oh, that's where you need to go.
Yeah, sounds fucking delicious.
Now it's down
I'll
to
be like, I am not leaving. You have to lock me in here.
Yeah.
now, Rod, question. That's
Oh,
in
that's got
Cincinnati,
late. We're
right?
still waiting.
What'd you say, Lance?
That's in
Rod
Cincinnati,
question.
right?
Yeah, Cincinnati Beer Fest.
Oh, that's a big. That's one of the big Midwest ones.
Yeah,
That's the one we do like every February, like 500 plus beers.
Mm.
And then we got Bach Fest in March too.
Yeah, boys, I had to schedule come down there, you know. I'm semi close.
Price is right.
Yeah, I need to get up there too though, because you're up in Akron at some breweries in Toledo I want to get to, and also over to.
Well, Toledo's on the other side of the state.
Well, that's what I said over to. I said over to.
Oh, okay. No, up in like Akron, Cleveland, there's so many breweries.
I want to go. I need to take a road trip up to Jackie O's also.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Athens.
You need to do a live stream at the brewery.
Yeah,
I'd love to go,
I've done that at one before. It's actually pretty fun to do it there too.
Well, what are you going to do with your malt liquor thing that you wanted to do? Are you still going to do that or not?
Here's the question.
That's for me or Rod.
You.
Both.
No. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm getting ready to change jobs here real soon. I'm getting ready to go back to the commission sales. So my schedule will be jacked up.
But you're bartending, man. You make more money.
No. Actually, honestly, I stepped down from that job.
Why? Bartending.
Why? Yeah, why'd you step down from that job?
Okay, here's what happened. Our last meeting of the year, because the state of Ohio raised the minimum wage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bar been so slow, they didn't want to. The owner came out and said, "You know what? I don't want to cut anybody's hours out of respect because the barmaid's been there for 10 years.
Fuck her.
I've been there 5 years. I'm still at the bottom of the totem pole. So I told me, you know what? I'll step down out of respect."
You cucked out, man. You cucked out. You should have stayed.
I did not cuck out, all right?
You cucked out.
No. I was bottom of the totem pole. I was gonna get fired regardless.
Comment, sir.
So I told him, you know what? I'll step down. Like on my off days, you need me, just call me.
You're too nice, man. I would have fucking told him.
I would have fucking went to another brewery.
No. This is straight up bar, not even a brewery.
Or another bar.
Oh, just at a bar. All right.
No, it's
I
like
miss bartending, man.
I bartended on the side, but I did more bar back, and I just helped them out, you know. So it was like
I bartended for 10 years, and I miss it every fucking day. I've worked in a fucking office doing project management, and I want to like take a gun and put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
I want to go back to bartending.
no, I couldn't do bartending full time. I don't have the
Bartending's a fun job.
I don't have the patience, so I couldn't do that full time anymore. But it's but like now, like the malt liquor deal I'm talking about, like Eric's talking about, I'm going to do that. But I gotta wait for the weather to warm up because I want to go out and talk to regular people, sitting on the porches, sitting in front of their doors, in their homes or apartments, just drinking malt liquor and just chatting and what they think about the beer themselves.
Some some Colt 45, some Mickeys.
No, because I understand. Because I know, and I'll say this, there'll be some very interesting conversations that go on.
I don't know, man. I miss the bars, man. I used to work at Marlowe's, and it was like the best. People used to like give me like, they'd start like wanting to buy me shots, and what I do is I just pocket the cash and do shots of water, pretending it was like vodka and shit, and I like pocket like $300 a night just in fucking shots that were being paid to me, man. I miss that stuff.
No, like what I did was like I might have a beer like very near the end of my shift. That was it because I was on the clock. So for me, it was like I'm doing work and I wanted to talk to people. I don't be inebriated or anything when I did my job.
My favorite were when the bros would come in. Like there'd be like a group of college dudes that were not getting laid that night because they tip you like crazy.
And they get hammered and they won't tip. I agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
Start giving you money like hand over fist. You're talking to them like, yeah, man, you're high fiving them and shit, and pretending to be their buddy, and they just keep on handing you cash. And I was like, I love those dudes. I was like, you guys rock because you're never getting laid and you need me. So keep talking. Give me more money. Like, it was like,
no money, fool.
Yeah. I'm your best friend while you pay me. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun when I did bartending. I was bartending in college, but we'd have a blast. But people would always try to outdrink the bartenders. We'd do private events and stuff too, and it's like we'd have wedding parties, and everybody would come try to outdrink the bartender. Like, dude, you're not going to outdrink us. We've been drinking a lot more. Our tolerance is a lot higher because we drink like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But if you want to go, let's go shot for shot. Yeah. You're paying. I'm here for your entertainment.
Fuck yeah. No, I've been thinking about going back, actually. I've been talking to my wife about going back, and she's kind of okay with it. So I'm honestly just fed up with my job.
Honestly, I thought about doing it full time again, even though my patience is not there anymore. But I don't want to give my weekends and nights and holidays. I don't want to give that up.
Yeah.
To me, the nights don't bother me because you're actually just doing what you would do if you were on your day off anyways. You're at a fucking bar. So it's like, whatever.
But the weekends and holidays are crucial for me, though.
Yeah. But the cool thing about the bartending gig, also what I like, is like if I told them, like, I'm taking 3 weeks off this fucking year, and you can just replace me, all like, no big deal, because I just go to another fucking bar. I didn't even care. But, so
yeah.
It was chill. With my job now, I got to make sure fucking so-and-so's not going on vacation at the same time I'm going on vacation, blah, 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 blah. We got to correlate schedules and all that bullshit.
In other words, be a grown up.
Yeah.
It's called adulting, Rod. It's called adulting.
Yeah, dude, we did the same thing, but I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I wouldn't mind being in a brewery doing some stuff on the side.
Be right back.
I was offered actually a whiskey representative position, but it doesn't pay good. But the pay's pretty shit. It's more like per diem, so you're getting like money for your like travels and shit like that, but they don't pay as shit. It's like $30K a year. So I was like, nah.
Yeah.
But Rob, what do you do, man? I thought you were a bartender.
No, I bartended years ago. Now I actually work in the financial area, so I work with financial reps, helping them choose products to use for their clients.
So you're making big money then.
Shit, I wish. Not as much as some of the guys that I work with. The guys that actually I help, they make some good dollars, but it's not a bad lifestyle by any means. Allows me to play a little bit and do other stuff, especially when I want to do like the beer stuff. I'm not locked in anything outside really the 8 to 5 shift or whatever I usually work, or 9 to 6, whatever it may be.
To me, the goal is freedom, man. That's all.
Yeah, and that's what I get. I get some freedom for the other stuff that I want to do. So if I want to do some other stuff, I could. But
nothing wrong with that.
What do you do, drunken one? What's your?
I'm an electrician. I am a self-employed electrician.
Nice.
And, the freedom is awesome. It really is. All the shots you make are your own.
Nice. Everybody else in the group. What does everybody else do here?
Eric's a pimp too.
I kind of do sales, estimating, project
What's
managing.
that? Drunken?
Project management too. You do all the work.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, you do all the work without the reward. That's what I've noticed about project management. I thought it'd be like, I thought it was a step up, and it's totally a step down. You're just pretty much making the same money you do as administration, but you're doing 10 times more work.
More work and more nonsense, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, Eric's a pimp. He's been a pimp for years now.
He's actually going to the UK to get women.
enjoy that beautiful dental plan.
He's recruiting the girls from UK.
British women are some ugly women.
I don't. Do they like big Americans? I guess.
Well, have you seen British women?
I don't know, you know.
Get on the plane.
Oh, hello. Where are you from? I'm from Lansing, man.
No, but is it me, or do you not find that British people look like the less evolved North American?
Oh, what?
like they look like less evolved North American.
A less evolved North American. What the hell is that?
They're just, you know, they got the same kind of diverse population we do, but they all look like a little behind the rest of us.
I thought it was British Columbia. What the hell, you know?
Wow! Wow! Lance, shot fired, Lance! Shot fired!
No, British Columbia is full of riches. I'm talking about England. I don't know, man.
Wow, man.
I've never seen a good-looking British chick in my life.
There's some over there. You just gotta look. You just gotta look.
They look like Midwestern
there's
girls.
there's some hot Irish women over there I've seen.
Irish,
Very hot.
British now.
Well, see, if you had Craig on from Camp Beer Reviews, he's done commercial with Tina Fey, so.
Yeah. Got that right. I will say, Ron, this oak age vanilla, you got to have it at room freaking temperature.
I keep telling you in the stouts, I'm trying to teach you up, son.
Yes, sir.
Well, them cold, you can't be doing them cold stuff on these. You're killing it.
Best stout I ever had. It's a Montreal product. It's called Ink's Blood.
Send it to me.
I shall. It is the best. Bar none.
A lot of good beers out there.
Oh,
the microbrewery
There's so many good beers that we've never even tried, Rod.
The microbrewery scene is fucking intense. It's just like there's just shit coming out.
There's 6,000 just here in the U.S. We don't even know how many are in Canada.
What am I going to say that?
6,000 in the U.S. and you figure each brewery
has 8,
you know, like 5 to 8, 5 to 10, something like that.
Do the math, you know.
Yeah. No, I was talking about because I did a tequila review 2 nights ago on. No, no shitty shit. I did Serpente.
No shitty shit.
Yeah. The funny thing about tequila is that there's like 10,000 tequilas out there, but there's only 5 actual houses in Mexico that produce tequila. So all those tequilas come from the same 20 houses. It's just that they're all privately commissioned.
Okay, now what I suggest is I met the family that started this company. Try 3 Amigos.
3 Amigos tequila?
Mm-hmm.
A 4 Horsemen.
I'm not a big tequila guy. I like añejos. I like.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not either, but I met the family. That's one of the few tequilas I will drink consistently when I get my hands on it.
Well, the one I drink, hold on, I'll bring it back. You guys can talk. I'll show you which one I did. That's it.
Oh, shit, you got next to the whole cashews. I'm eating cashews right now.
Yeah, planters, baby.
Cashews.
Already shell, that's the question.
Planters, baby.
You got the New Holland beer there, too.
Oh,
yeah,
Cabot sounds so good.
Cabot Fever.
All right, it just got eerily quiet.
Well, Malton's grabbing something.
Here you go. It's called, I can't pronounce it because I'm not Spanish, but it's less serpent. I'm thinking it's serpent because it's less serpent.
Serpentine?
Serpiente. Serpiente emplumada, which means
you get the back part pretty good there.
Yeah, well, that part's easy because it's kind of Italian, and I'm Italian. Because emplumada means feathers in Italian. It's the same thing in Spanish, so that works out. So it's the Feathered Serpent. This is the extra añejo. It's minimum 3 years of age in Mexico. This shit is like butter, man.
Is there a worm in it?
No, worms don't come in tequila. That's in
That's an American thing.
That's a
No,
mezcal.
there's one that went to Mexico. They said they've had worms in tequila.
And this one is
It's actually
a
the most potent thing.
this one won Tequila of the Year 2017 in Yale, and it's fucking sweet. The only problem is you guys can't get it in the States. It's only commissioned to be sold in Mexico, Canada, and Europe.
Oh snap!
That's bullshit.
It's like
Let me slide over to Windsor and like smuggle it back. You know.
you can get it in the UK. It's widely sold in the UK when you get down there, but it's good shit. I'm not a tequila guy, but this stuff fucking blew my mind. I bought 2 bottles of it. Fucking, I like it.
Nice.
You ever heard of Tito's?
No.
It's I don't know if it makes it that far north, but that's a distillery around, well, in Texas anyway.
I heard that.
About this drunken one?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
there you
That's
go.
the one.
Titos!
Vodka.
That's good stuff right there.
I'm going to say Todd has a pretty well-stocked bar there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
And everything's right in the arm's length, too.
I know, right?
Todd, you got to see my shit, man. You die. I got over 300 bottles right now.
Hey, Tito's.
How'd that blackberry treat you, Todd?
Do what?
How'd that blackberry treat you? That blackberry IPA?
Oh, yeah.
It was good. It was good. A little sweet, but it was good.
Ooh, blackberry IPA. What was it?
I definitely wouldn't put it in the category of an IPA though.
Yeah, I could look forward to trying that one.
I sent him a beer mail package, Lance, and it had the blackberry IPA from Perrin Brewing.
Okay,
Rod, I'm curious to see what you think about it because I don't think it's much of an IPA. It's more of a fruit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see now that since Todd had it. Yeah.
No, like blackberry, like me as a home brewer, I'm thinking blackberry is a porter, or even a light stout.
Now they supposedly brewed it as an IPA.
Hey, Lance, think of a blackberry Kool-Aid. That's what it tastes like almost.
Okay, gotcha.
I made a beer with blackberry in Toronto once. That was pretty good.
Blackberry Kool-Aid.
There wasn't much hops to it at all, and it was very. I mean, it would be a really good summer beer.
Okay.
So are you guys kind of, as beer tubers, are you guys kind of fed up of the whole hops shit? Like it's been going 2 years now strong. Are you guys like, okay,
it's been going longer than that.
Well, yeah, 3-4 years now.
I'm burnt out on it a little bit. So, but I'm not like, I still like drinking IPAs.
But you're getting like
I'm trying to get out of my fridge. I'm getting out of my fridge at some point so I can do more of the other stuff, but I'll always have room for IPA.
But are you guys getting to the point where you're like, enough with the fucking grapefruit taste? I get it. Everything tastes like grapefruit. Fuck off. Like, no.
Now, the one thing, like I would say this, me as a beer tuber, me personally, when you start getting like the IPAs, like everything's an IPA these days, like you said, it's one of those ones where like, if I have an IPA, not even for a review, just for personal consumption, if I'm comparing it to something else, like they all taste the same.
Well, yeah, because even as a whiskey tuber, I find that like everything now has got peat to it. If you guys know what peat is, right?
Yeah.
Like everything now has got to be peated. Everything's got to be smoked and shit like that. And occasionally your palate just gets fucking tired of it. It's like, okay, I get it. Like,
I like a good smoked beer.
I like a peated whiskey, but not every whiskey needs to be peated, and not every whiskey.
Just like every beer doesn't need to be a nitro.
That's it.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, there's not very many nitro beers though, because
Guinness they were trying here in the U.S. They tried a lot of beers with nitro, and it's like some of them do not need to go.
Yeah, but doesn't Guinness own the rights to the nitro can or some shit?
No. Other people do nitro. Ballast Point did nitro, and you have others that do nitro down here.
Because the only thing I see
Samuel Adams did nitro.
The only nitros I see here are Boddington's, Guinness, and Schmidtwicks.
It might be a regional thing with you then. I have no idea.
Not Schmidtwicks. What's the other? Kilkenny and Kilkenny, Boddington's, and Guinness are the only guys that have nitro here.
Yeah. Now, I will say this though: the IPA, especially the Northwest IPAs, is starting to really die down. I'm starting to see the explosion of the NE IPAs. The Northeast IPA.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Well,
that.
that was I think that's jumped the shark with Sierra Nevada jumping in.
Yeah.
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 You're gonna get that, Lance. You're gonna have it all over the country in probably a year or two.
Yeah.
And is it true that lager is not a type of beer? It's actually a family of beer.
No, there's only two types of beer: lager and ales.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only two types. Everything's a variant of those styles.
Some asshole yesterday, some like craft beer snoop this bastard. Like I went to go talk to him, and he was like, he was like telling me name 5 styles of beers, and then I like named 5
Yeah,
styles.
there's only 2, dummy.
There's only 2. All right.
Hey, that's what you say. There's only 2, dummy.
Well, it's like you'll hear somebody sometimes they'll say, "I don't like lagers, but I like a good pilsner." Hey, jackass, a pilsner is a lager.
A pilsner's a lager.
I mean, unless he specifically said American style, you know, but he didn't say that, then you're right.
Yeah.
You didn't say what styles.
I mean, like Box, their lagers. There's like probably the best lager style I like.
No, because I named lager as a type of beer, and he goes, "Lager's not a type of beer; it's a family beer."
No, lager's a type of beer. There's only 2 types, and lager's one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell him he's full of shit.
So just
punch him in the
by reading
fucking-
allaboutbeer.com and start from page 1.
Well, that's too easy, Rod. Come on.
No,
That's
he was
way
a little,
too easy.
he was a little faggot hipster.
Well, it's
with a
nothing
fucking-
worse than people that think they know it and they don't know it. You know, they try to act brash about it. That's like just being a dick.
That's the thing. Like all these hipsters, and one of you guys said it. Like they drink PBR and they know everything. You know.
Yeah.
PBR. I hate.
It.
I used,
PBR before you were born, son.
I used to fucking. PBR is good for one thing. I said it last time on Rod's channel. It's making wind chimes, and that's it.
No, I use for cooking purposes only.
What, PBR?
Yeah, I use for cooking.
Yeah, I don't want to annoy.
I've never tried any beer with cooking.
I've cooked with Labatt's and chili, and I cooked with.
Why do you guys drink Labatt's in the States, man? We don't even drink
Labatt's is actually not bad.
We don't even drink that shit in Canada.
I drink a Labatt's before I drink a Bud, so that's how.
I'll drink a Molson Canadian before I drink a Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Molson, like, it's so funny because I think that's when Canada and the States had their like little bit of fucking rivalry was on the beer. Was back when there was no such thing as craft beer, so it was like Coors and Bud versus Labatt and Molson. Which, yeah, of course, Labatt and Molson are better than Coors and Bud, but it's still not good beer. It's still shit. Like, let's be honest.
That was available at the time.
You gotta look at beer for what it is and what the expectations. You're not expecting a lot out of Labatt.
No, wait, hold on. Malton, I'll drink this, and then I'll drink a Miller Lite because of it.
I love Sam Adams, honestly. I think Sam Adams is actually really good beer.
So nobody can say I'm a beer snob.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Adams, like I've talked about that in depth in the past, but I'm not even going to go there.
Why, you don't like Sam Adams?
No, I have no problem with Sam Adams.
Yeah,
I'll throw on Sam Adams every once in a while. But with Sam Adams, and I said this in a video, they never figured out what they wanted to be when they grew up. They never did.
I don't know. But to me, honestly, I like the shit.
There's nothing wrong with the product.
Pretty good stuff, though, Lance.
You gotta realize Sam Adams was founded as Boston Beer Company, and their whole goal was to create a variety of beers. They make over 60+ beers a year. That's part of what they're doing. That's their whole thing, not to be the same thing all the time.
No,
Watch our video from last week.
But they want to be craft. But the flip side is they want to be one of the big boys. They never figured it out.
They're kind of like St. Ambroise. They're kind of like St. Ambroise.
Lance, I kind of call bullshit on that a little bit.
Oh, violence.
Is all right. They don't have the biggest, baddest, best beers, but
they're always
they represent the styles well, and they're consistent, and they're everywhere.
Yeah. They're one of the few mass-sold American beers in Canada that Canadians like. Honestly, I'm telling you as a Canadian, it's the only American beer that you see Canadians will drink.
Okay, make everybody a deal. We'll go off the subject.
They're
Go back and watch the video.
Craft beer making.
No. Go. I'm making everybody a deal. Go back and watch the video I did on this particular subject. I did a whole lush talks on this. Go back and watch it and make your opinion there. You know.
All
All
right.
right, I will do that, Lance. I will do that.
Yeah. Like I said, we did a show on Boston Beer, Sam Adams line.
Yeah.
And they're not one that really stands out to me as a top brew, but they're a very consistent brewer. I think I give them like a 3.75 out of 5, and they make a solid line of beers. They're not going to be the team to wow you. Like I said, they're not a home run hitting brewery, but they're a very get on base type brewery.
Exactly. Well, like Sierra Nevada, Sierra Nevada is right up there with them like that.
They're a good transition brewery for dipping into craft beer.
Yeah, going from like the macro to craft.
I think Sierra Nevada does a couple stages above Sam Adams. For me.
Well, yeah, I think a Sierra.
I would agree, Paul.
I think a Boston beer.
All right, guys.
I would agree with you, Paul.
I got 5 minutes and I got to jump off.
All right, Malton.
But 5 minutes and I'm off.
You getting the eye, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting the Malokia.
Mama wants some loving.
Didn't you tell her you're on Raj's show tonight?
Yeah, I told her about Raj. She said,
you're big timing. You're big timing tonight.
Yeah, you're big timing us. You're big timing.
This ain't no Red Beer. You're on Raj's show.
I love Red Beer. Red Beer's funny to me. The guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I like watching his video game channels when he rages.
The guy got like, dude, his boss wants to adopt him or something, man. He's letting him live in his house for free, this for free, all of this for free. I'm like,
nothing's free. Red Beer's got something going on.
Yeah, nothing's free.
He's giving up the ass.
He's doing the Paul attitude. How you doing?
Yeah. How you doing? Just say yes.
He's making the ass clap.
Oh, I'm sorry. You dropped this $1. Let me go bend over and get it.
Oh, jeez, Paul. Wow.
That's why he grows the beard so the boss can hang on to that well.
Mm-hmm. Ride him, cowgirl.
Okay, that went a little further than I expected.
That's a Raj chat.
That had a lot of legs to it right there.
If he even says that, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It definitely had a lot of legs to it.
Yeah, my show runs pretty low. That's even low for this channel.
I get a lot of shit from the whiskey community because I still actually.
It's so funny because Red Beard's watching now. He's starting to comment.
He's on Saturday. Hello, Red Beard. Coming on the show.
If all I can say is if he denies it, you know it's true.
Problem not ability, huh? That's what it is.
You look into the camera like Bill Clinton and you say,
I did not have sexual intercourse with my landlord.
Hey, man, free rent. I understand.
Oh, man.
Oh.
He's just looking at the goddamn leg right now.
He wants in absolutely.
He's human.
I love you, Red Beard. Don't worry, we're just fucking around. I'll see you Saturday, buddy. We can discuss how you get the free runs on Saturday.
Yeah.
No, I guess
he wants to link in too.
I just want to let you guys know I get a lot of shit in the whiskey community because I still use adult language, and I honestly don't understand this shit. Like,
well, I'm pretty sure whiskey is for adults, so they can suck it the fuck up and shut up.
Yeah, well, that's what I try to tell people. I'm like, dude, you're not even supposed to be watching if you're under fucking 18 years of age anyway. So fuck off, man. Like, and you never heard the word fuck? Shut the fuck up. You never heard the word fuck in your life. Like,
well, you have now.
How is the word fuck offensive in any fucking shape, way, or fucking form? Fuck. Cocksucker.
Stephen Fry actually had a good thing about us and our view of foul language, and about how basically words of depicting pleasure for people, of sex and all these things are horrible words, but words of murder and hate and torture are commonly used.
Says the man next to the gun.
I'm just saying. I'd say Stephen Fry made a very good point with that.
Yeah, I agree.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand. It's not like we've never heard these words before. People still pretend that it somehow offends their sensibility, and it's just like, seriously, get over it.
Yeah. I don't know how I offend people, but I do it all the time. I don't get it.
You're cool, man. I like people. But like, no, I get invited to do these. I get invited to do a lot of hangouts with whiskey tubers, and they all tell me before I go on, like, Swami, do us a favor. Keep it PG. Keep it PG. Keep it PG.
Oh, they're just worried about getting shared on other whiskey websites so they can feel popular and get maybe.
And that's just exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And then like they think they're so hot, they're so high class. They think they're quote unquote nonsense like we do. You know, that's a
Speaking
lot
of
of
high class. Look who just showed up.
Hi guys.
It's the man
with Redbeard.
The man with free will.
Redbeard, what's up, brother? This Saturday night, baby.
I think you got a little bit of your landlord in your beard there.
Dried up and crusty.
Okay. I have worked for the same guy for about 17 years now, and I have done a lot of shit for him. And as repayment, he bought this building as a shop for the company, and it is now where I live.
He made you the watchdog. He made you the guard dog.
That's back.
Are you trying to
one back is scratching another back? That's all it is, and vice versa. Back scratching back.
It's like a one-employee whorehouse.
I get cheap rent. Like the place is amazing, and it's like I keep a line eye on things. He gives me a call. Like he needs something. I'm like his guy. I'm like his right hand man kind of shit. I'm okay with that. There's no fucking illicit bullshit going on whatsoever. You goddamn bastard.
Is there a sign outside that says cat house?
All right. Seriously though, Redbeard, what's that? Oh, the dog's offering you the ass right now. Buddy.
That's right. His face. It's his face. His face looks like an ass. See?
Wow.
Just like the owner.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
Trash talking immediately. Wow.
That's how we roll.
So much love. I love you all.
Redbeard and I roll.
I almost put the ZZ Top reference. I did not until Paul. You set the bar right there. I can't compete. You know,
Lance, I'm impressed. A young guy like you knows ZZ Top. Jesus Christ.
I'm not that young.
Got legs.
I'm 37. I'm not that young.
Got legs. Redbeard knows how to use.
That's exactly it.
What Top's like an all-American band. It's like everybody pretty much knows them. I think here.
Where's your millennial joke at right there?
All right. I got.
Well, Todd's the resident millennial here, so
yeah.
I don't want to yell because my wife's gonna kill me. I just want to say goodnight to everybody, man, and had a good time with all of you.
All right, see you, Malton.
All right, you be safe, all right?
Jumping in. Everybody, make sure you check out Malton and Montreal's channel. Subscribe to him. Got some good stuff on there.
I'm driving home, motherfuckers. Yeah.
All righty, guys.
You better get Eric's PSA if you drive.
Yeah.
I'm PSAing all over the sea.
Eric will hunt you down and beat your ass.
Yeah, I'll hunt you down with a baseball bat.
Don't threaten me with a good time, motherfucker.
Not really.
Don't confuse him with Paul.
What? I've never.
What's going on? Red disappeared now.
He was gone. Oh, he's on mute. What's he on mute for?
He's probably talking to the landlord right now.
Mm-hmm. Lance.
Yes, sir.
How are them MB Ices treating you?
Poorly. They want an honest answer. You want to ask an honest question, give an honest answer. You know, poorly.
Well, how many are you in?
Out of this 12-pack, I am 11 in.
Sweet.
So, Lance, did you get any snow up there?
Not yet. The ambient temperature right now is 45 degrees.
Yeah, it got warm all of a
You
sudden.
get something tomorrow, like in the storm coming this way, or is it?
Yeah. According to the National Weather Service, it's going to show up right around 1 o'clock.
Ooh.
We're going to ice storm first, which can be a major problem.
50 freaking 4 still out.
And we got the ice storm first.
Here.
And they're talking anywhere between 4 to 17 inches.
So we're warmer than Texas right now.
Yes, it's 40 degrees here.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Hold on, it can't be 54 up here, Drunken. It can't be.
Yeah, we're
No,
we're
no,
in
no,
six-
it's
Well,
40 here. I don't
Here
know
it
what
is right here. Here it is.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We walked out today, and all my kids and I, we took our fucking coats off because, like, Jesus, it's hot outside.
What is it? I walked outside today to check the mail. It was like, I looked at my phone, it was like 61 degrees. But tomorrow it's going to be like 38, and everybody's going to be sick, you know?
Yeah, it was 65 here this afternoon. That's 40 now.
we're still almost at 60 degrees right now.
Jesus, dude.
And we're supposed to get rain during the day, then turn into snow like tomorrow.
Yeah, we got like
Right, you're like, we're getting hammered up here, though. It's like,
well,
no,
hey,
we're
Rod, hopefully my flight doesn't get delayed.
Well,
hopefully not, but you know what?
That's
At airports, bars.
Exactly.
Do a live remote.
Doing a live review at the Wayne County Airport, motherfuckers.
I remember the last flight I took. I did come home from Phoenix to O'Hare to home in kind of a weird daze because of that. Because there was bars the whole way, and I was like, there you go. Because Portland, you can buy bombers for the plane ride.
Oh
in
man,
Portland.
that's
nice.
The only way to travel right there.
I bet they love it.
They probably cracked you on having a baseball bat for the price, though.
I don't remember because I don't care.
I don't
I
remember
said, here's
because
the
I
credit
don't
card. Give me the beer.
On my
And I beered
previous
and
job-
beered and beered all the way home.
On my previous job, I used to fly all the time from Cincinnati to like Florida and down to Houston. And you fly so much, you get the miles. They start accumulating right on your Delta points or whatever. That they start bumping you to first class. So it was like on the way home, it's like, let's get them going. People are still boarding the plane. I got the first drink in hand. It's like, keep them coming, keep them coming.
I went I love it because like everybody like when they go and try to collect your trash, everyone's handing them like plastic cups, and I'm like, here's all these bottles. Here you go, take those. There you go. You need to throw that in there.
It's 41 where you're at?
It is. I'm telling you.
Well, I got Portland.
Wow, we're 40 degrees here.
I really got because I flew direct to Portland and I had a couple stops on the way back. So I was like, well, are all like basically all airports other than Pennsylvania like this? So I was like, okay, I'll get some more beer when I went to Phoenix. And I was like, oh, they don't have bombers here or anything. This sucks. But then I found a bar and I was getting like a Four Peaks Amber Ale. So I was like, just give me like 20 of these and I'll be good. So and then I just drank a bunch of those and then hopped on the next plane and drove home. And by the time I got to PA, I was in a weird state of okay, but I was kind of like half hungover. And I was like, this should be a shitty ride home.
What's going on right now in my area? I want to show. Hold on.
You want to shit?
No, right now.
Hold on.
He's like, oh, he's got a flashlight on his phone.
What the hell? Silly.
I always find
right
it funny
now. Right now, according to my phone, it's 58, and we're in a winter storm warning. Only in Northeast Ohio you get that nonsense.
Hey, in Michigan, we got the same thing, Lance.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, you don't, Lance. It's 59 here,
It's
and we still
raining
got the storm
outside
warning.
right
No,
now.
you're on the other side of the lake. It's not Kalamazoo, all right?
Well, wait, I'm northeast of Kalamazoo.
Okay.
I always find it funny, like when you're in airports and you're flying,
Yeah.
and you're drinking, and they get upset when you get on the plane. You got like a buzz or something going. It's like, well, you put these bars in the airport.
It's all on you.
It's
That's
going
on
to
you.
happen after a point. Why are you upset?
That's on
put
you.
them there.
And then
randomly say everybody that
It's
get a
like
weird
being
national
a
flight.
stealer with the last name Blunt, and you get pulled over for smoking a joint. Did you not know my name?
You know, it seems like one of those bizarre international flights, and that guy in the middle has a big flask of whatever he has, and you just swap between each other, one of those 3 seats, you know. I've had that situation a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think as long as you're not being an asshole, you'll be all right.
Oh no, yeah, right. But it's just funny when they get upset, like, you're drunk. Well, yeah, I've been waiting for like 5 hours. I mean, there's no pinball machine,
now, as
so I
soon
went to the bar.
as soon as they sit down, they come through with a cart and ask if you want a beer, even though you're drunk or not. They're like, oh, fuck you.
So I'm drunk. Can you still help me find my way home?
That's why 90% of the time when I fly, I tell them up front, put me down for the flight even starts, you know?
Learning the
As Average Joe would say, that's on you.
That's on you.
Lance, I got a 7-hour flight from Detroit to Amsterdam.
Are you going to Amsterdam first?
Yeah, we got to change planes and then go to Birmingham.
You got
What kind of flight is
you got time to say I'll be right back while you're in Amsterdam?
Well,
I'll be right back.
You're sending your ass back home.
Wait. I have a question. Why doesn't Amsterdam send you to London first?
Yeah, usually it's either London, then to wherever you're going. Or
because Detroit to Amsterdam is a one-way flight, probably. That's why they did it that way.
Yeah. Because I went to
you might go to New York first, then to London. Okay, I see that, but Detroit to New York to London makes more sense.
I don't make the rules, man.
Yeah, my thing was when I went to Germany, it was either a stopover in London or it was a stopover in Zurich.
Because of this, that, and out, baby, we're going to Amsterdam.
I asked the pilot, why are you going this way? Why don't you go this way? He said, go sit in the district.
Now, if you were there for like 2 or 3 days, it'd be like red light district, puking in the canals, hookers, urine. It'd be great. Lots of those things, But
you're probably put hookers in any type of statement.
Are you? Well, that's Amsterdam. Are you actually literally just going to Amsterdam, just the connection flight, and then boom, 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 boom?
Just the connect.
But I know me and a couple buddies, me, my little brother, and Will are going down. We're gonna go skydiving.
Randomly, everybody. Now that it finally randomly became quiet for 2 seconds. This is my good friend Jordan. He came over and was here, and I'm like, hey, join in, fucking with me. So. Yeah, he does all the background music for my videos and stuff. He's
nice.
Yeah, the musical guy that I know, kind of thing. So yeah,
he's the one.
He's your executive producer, Dan.
He's not the landlord.
Right, he's not the landlord, right? He's not the landlord.
It's a 2-member cat house right now.
Redbeard Records. Yeah. Watch out for it. Yeah.
Redbeard Records. It's coming. It's goddamn coming.
Rectum Records. Rectum.
You ever do your back
records?
That's all I heard.
On its way, man. Sign some artists.
There you go. Yeah.
Some anal artist. I have that porn. It's good.
Oh, jeez, Paul.
I'm just saying.
Paul's got a list. He's got a fucking list.
He's after you, Redbeard. He's after you.
I'm not after anybody.
I don't care if they're.
He's an official blackmail list. That's what it is. Paul has an official blackmail list.
Yeah. I got lots of lists.
Good times.
Good times, right?
Great oldies.
You get nothing like this instead of hanging out with beer tubers.
What'd you expect after all,
Well, we're into overtime by now. We're into overtime.
Yeah.
He is fucking comfy, this dog.
All right, guys, I'm going to head to bed because I got to go to work in the morning.
All right.
Yeah. Anybody got any last
Bye-bye.
I can't hear
shut it down. Eric, you want
to
give your PSA before you leave, or before I shut it down?
Well, does everybody else want to hear the PSA?
Of course,
of course, I want to hear it.
Everybody, quiet down so Eric can give the PSA.
Well, Redbeard's like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he muted.
Because he loves to talk and he couldn't talk
nice.
before, so
nice. He muted.
I helped him.
This is Eric's time.
Yeah, this is my time.
I wasn't talking that much.
You were a little bit.
I got to poke at you, Redbeard. Come on.
Tag Team Poochie. What? Just talk, Eric.
Eric, your turn, Eric. Do it.
On, Eric, scared of people.
All right, guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver, because if you had too much to drink, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. You're going to do a stupid sobriety test, get jail time, court fees, and then possible prison time. And if you hit or kill somebody, you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends, all right? Sleep off the bus, get your car the next day.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Say what was the word that you tried to say? What the first one you read? You screwed it all up. You're like, designated driver. Say designated.
A designated driver, Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
I just like how Eric calls a sobriety test stupid. Like, that's stupid.
It is.
Stupid sobriety test.
Because they already know. They already know you're in the bag.
Yeah. I was like, Eric, one of these days, maybe you'll actually add my line, railroaded in a prison shower. So far, you haven't added it.
I'm not adding
go there now.
Because you know what? Sometimes it takes those little nuances to scare people from not doing that. Would you like to get railroaded in a prison shower? Then shut the fuck up and stop drinking and driving. You know, that kind of
thing. I'm all alone now again.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
So there's some
One
spot editing from
is the
Paul.
loneliest number.
But
All right,
for,
guys, take it easy.
all
See
right,
you
man.
later.
Good talk to you. Have a good
Safe
flight.
travels.
Saturday.
Good show, man.
Yeah, see you, bye.
All right.
Hey,
Take
peace.
that
Hope
phone.
you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We'll see those videos.
See you guys. Take care,
ya.
everybody.
Take care.
Leave already.
And
No,
actually,
Paul, I'm not leaving now.
It's over.
we're gonna
Go
still
home.
we're gonna still
All right.
hang out for a little bit, but we're gonna shut it down just because we've been going for a while tonight. So
Mhm.
thanks for everybody watching, and for whatever reason, only my logo, I guess, will pop up on the site. I have no idea why that happened.
Yeah,
But
it's just the logo. Yeah.
thanks for everybody that joined in. Going with the chat first, of course, we had Craig from Kent's Beer Reviews, and we had TQ Murray, and we had, well, now we got in the house, we've got actually Jamie from Basement Beer, and we also had Earth. Thanks for watching and doing everything there. Make sure you check out Earth stuff. And we had Dina, who actually showed up as well. And then in the chat, Basement Beer, who's actually muted right now, but he couldn't see everybody, so he came in so he could see everybody talking. And then Drunken One, make sure you check out his channel, who does a lot of stuff about beer and home brewing down there out of Texas. Make sure you check out Paul, PA Brew News, who's over in Eastern PA, who does a lot of good beer reviews and likes the dark beers, I would say. And of course, Redbeard, make sure you check him out up in Canada and all the crazy stuff he does. And he likes to game on his channel too, so make sure you check him out. I would say check out Todd, but Todd doesn't have a channel, so make sure you check out my channel to catch Todd. he's like average Joe Squared. So he's like
If the millennial would stop texting all the time, he'd get a channel going.
Make sure you check out Lance on Lance the Lush, and he does his beer stuff. Lance does his stuff in seasons though, so he's on a hiatus right now. Just finished. What season was it, Lance?
It was season 4. 5 will start with Rubber City Beer Fest in March.
There you go. But you can go back and check out a lot of his footage on Lance the Lush as well.
It's like some Netflix shit right there.
Yeah, there you go. Right, you know, you're gonna be snowed in possibly this weekend, depending on where you're at. Check out Lance the Lush.
Chance to
And of course, you already got my stuff, and appreciate you swinging by. And if you get a chance, check out the blog as well, RodJBeerVentures.com. That all being said,
Absolutely.
look forward to catching you guys. I'm going to be out of town, so we won't be doing a show next Thursday, but we'll be back after that. And we'll be actually doing a beer brewery from Paul's neck of the woods, Victory Beer on the beer.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so look forward to catching you guys then.
Great.
Now, will be a joint review? This is my next question.
Yeah.
Well, it's our beer flow, so we have the beer flow show. Yeah.
Maybe I could special guest me. I promise I won't say anything nasty.
Okay, well, let me finish here, so and then we can talk about it.
Hell of a promise.
Can I finish my sign off? No. Keep drinking those good craft beers, and we'll catch up with you next time. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, so we're